Hey, internet sister, are you ready to walk 'em like a dog? Yeah, then let's walk 'em like a dog. We about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, internet sister, are you ready to walk 'em like a dog? Yeah, then let's walk 'em like a dog. We about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. The internet sister about to walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We gon' walk 'em like a dog and we ain't gon' get tired. Just before we start walking, y'all please like and subscribe. Walk 'em like a dog, walk 'em like a dog. Come on in, come on in, come on in.
Hey to my healthy and wealthy internet family, y'all get back in here, get back in here. I apologize. I let David come up or Danny, whoever the hell he was, come up here and ruin the last show. Real quick, I am the internet sister, content creator, blogger, storyteller. Everything here on my channel is to promote love, entertainment, motivation, and educational purpose only. Okay, it's allegedly here on my channel. So it's your job to do your fact check, okay? To go find the facts. Everything over here is allegedly. Now, y'all come on in here. And I'm sorry, I'm double working you guys. I'm gonna need y'all to tap that thumb. Okay, we had to delete that last live stream. So I need y'all to come back in and tap on the thumb. Come on in here, come on in here. And I'm about to drop my link for my guest. TC, if you're back in the building, grab this link. Okay. If Break Room have made it over here, here's the link. I dropped it down below. To me, you can grab the link when you're ready to grab it. Also, if Ashley, boy mom in the chat, she wants to grab it. Who was it? I was told, shout out, shout out. There go Teekers. Teekers in the building. Sis, feel free to grab that link down there because it's an open panel tonight and we're going to talk about it. Tonight is the night that we talk about everything. I feel like this. I'm not holding back on nothing. And I encourage all my guest speakers, okay? Because this is absolutely a night for grown women to talk. This is grown women conversation. I seen Dunn was in the building on the last live stream. If she on the branch, she can fall out and grab the link. When I tell y'all, everybody is welcome, every and anybody. Y'all seen I just let Daniel up on him. I'm not holding back on nobody. If you in the building and you have something you want to say tonight, well, I open up my panel. Okay. This is absolutely grown women vibe only. And see, grown women move different. So I'm looking for grown women who can hold a conversation over chaos. You can grab the link and come up here because we're definitely going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. No ifs, no ends, no buts. We're talking about it. So y'all get on in here. Get on in here. The most important thing I want to cover in this topic on tonight's show is that I want to really have grown women conversation. And if you grown, then you should want what I want. And that's an ending to this division ish and bullying and drama in the YouTube community. That's the angle I'm coming from. Now I have special guests. They gonna come up here and they gonna say what's on their mind. Welcome back, sis. Y'all welcome TC back on the panel.
What's up, y'all?
Yes. So I'm coming from the angle of ending the division. Majority of us know Miss A. See, I can call her other names, but I'm really trying to have a okay, grown women conversation. So I'm gonna try to reframe. I think Miss A is respectful way to address her, but if Nasty Nate slip out, I'm talking about Miss A. Okay? If Rotten Mouth slip out, I'm talking about Miss A. But I'm gonna try to be respectful and be kind. But we all know she have said and done things, and she have had some very distasteful nicknames attached to her because of her actions, the way she moved, the way she behaved. While we wait on the other guests, I just want to share with y'all that tonight is an open panel. Tonight, open panel is all about a real conversation. We're going to address bullying. We're going to address the division. We're going to address the lies. We're going to address the toxic behavior that Miss A have brought out here within the YouTube community. You all, we are 5 months away. 5 months will mark 4 years of ongoing drama surrounding Miss A, aka Nasty Nate, aka Gary Coleman. We're 5 months away. 5 months away for it being 4 years. And that's why I want to call her Miss A, because calling her Gary Coleman, calling her Nasty Nate, calling her rotten mouth. It don't make me feel good. You know why it don't make me feel good? Because it don't make me no better than her. I'm matching her energy. I'm lowering my vibration. Low vibration. Anytime I address her, I deal with her, I got to come with low vibration. And that's unfair. That's unfair to me. Because I'm a grown woman. I'm not a child. So I shouldn't have to do childish-ish. But by being connected to this woman, attached to this woman, she's so childish. She's very immature. And this is the type of energy that, you pull from her. I don't want to lower my standards. I don't want to match her energy. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of the way this woman carry on. I had someone in my chat, on my community board, or under one of my live streams, and they asking me, pray for me, internet sister. I'm at my lowest. How can I tap into a moment of prayer when I'm out here going back and forth with Miss A, calling her names? No, she would not win. That's her ultimate goal. She wants everybody to behave like her so they can look like her. If we get on our grown woman-ish and stay there, she will be exposed for the booger man, the monster. Miss A is a real life monster to me, y'all. I never seen nothing like this a day in my life. 5 months away from 4 years. And this woman haven't done nothing outside of doxing people, bullying people, wanting to take control over YouTube. She really thinks she has the power to take control. She has the power to keep people divided. This woman really feels like she has the power to keep people divided by getting on her channel, just stirring the pot, a mess. When she gets mad, she wants to remind everybody out here what somebody just said, but nobody have done worse than Miss A. We all can say we got our hands dirty. We probably put our mouth on people that we shouldn't. But this one woman have fought with just about every single body in the LaTrue saga. From kicking people out of the camp she built when she can't have control. She have abused and wounded women that was in her own camp, y'all. This woman have fought, destroyed, and doxed people that supported her, that have sent her super chats, that trusted her. But if she called them in other people's chats, or if she felt that they wasn't windmilling for her, she will demolish them. I mean, she would get on her channel. She would speak bad about them to make the other supporters, the other sisters in the sister community, to disattach themselves with people. This lady have had more falling outs out here on the internet than anybody in this saga. And if I'm wrong, grab the link and tell me I'm wrong. Drop down in the chat and tell me I'm wrong. Who have had the most falling out? Who have had the most disagreement with people out here? Please. And honestly, at the end of the day, I would never tell y'all not to call her Nasty Nate, not to call her Gary Coleman, because y'all grown. I don't have that energy in the spirit that that woman have. That woman try to tell other grown people what to do. Y'all will hear the internet sister say, I got to do what line up with my spirit. What makes me feel right? What makes me feel good? If the rest of y'all are okay with calling her out her name, I have no problem, because at the end of the day, we all are responsible for self. We're responsible for self. So I can't tell grown people what to do. Unlike Miss A. Miss A absolutely feel like she has the power and she has control over everybody that's under her voice, but don't like to be called a cult leader. Don't like to be called. She operate a cult. But when you telling grown people to jump and they got to ask you how high, then what else is that? If it ain't a cult. TC, jump in. I got to take this call.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, healthy and wealthy family. I am going to be up here supporting my sister JK. I do think it's time out for all the going back and forth for nothing at all. You know, you attacking people for absolutely nothing. It's crazy to me. I think that's why, I really don't do it, because it's really pointless and it's useless. Only to people who understand what it is to respect one another and their platforms and their commentary. That's just how I feel. For you to just pull somebody into something that has been minding their business on their platforms is kind of crazy to me as well. I think that us as women, grown women, should be able to handle ourselves with dignity and respect at the end of the day. Yeah, you are a content creator, yeah, blogger, whatever, but I still feel that if you're going to represent yourself, I would hope that you would want to represent yourself very well. You pulling people out the woodwork, people not bothering you, and you're still talking about them. That's kind of lame too. You know what I'm saying? If you're moving on, then move on. Move on with your commentary, do your job, and do what you're supposed to do on your page. I'm not telling people what they need to be talking about on their page. However, you can't come attack another content creator for their stance on something else. If it's not about you, why are you trying to commentate on something that's basically a trending thing in this sector? That's all I'm saying. That's how I feel. I feel like, people should take initiative to stick to their content and not the content creator, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'll tell her to drop the link when she get back. I'm just looking at the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. If you want to bless JK, y'all know y'all can send a super sticker or a super chat. I don't know her cash app. Her mods can drop that in the chat for you guys. But please, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. People do take their time to come and bring you commentary. So, You looking in the bushes and not hitting at least the like button. You're here, you might as well hit it. You get what I'm saying? Tinker said, Tinker said, well, she trying to meet that goal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But is that the only way you can meet your goals? By diminishing someone else's character? If you're a good content creator, and I'm glad you said that, Tinkers, if you're a good content creator, it doesn't cause for you to attack someone else. Now, someone else that's telling the truth, that's not considered dragging. But you out here calling people names, you doing this. If someone's speaking truth about you, and it's the truth, because they say truth hurts. If it wasn't the truth, why are you so hurt? That's all I'm saying. If it wasn't the truth with anybody, why are you so hurt? And you show that you hurt by continuing to stay on someone who ain't even talking about you. You're showing that you hurt. Nowhere, I don't care how you slice it, dice it, fry it, lay it, saute, flip it, rub it down, any of that. You know what I'm saying? If they're telling the truth about you and you don't like the truth that you're hearing, that's when the name calling come in. That's when you start doing all spazzing out, and now you're attacking this person, that person. You're attacking people in the chats. People have the right to their opinion, right? So I just feel like you shouldn't be attacking people for their opinion. If you're not getting attacked for your opinion, why are you choosing to attack someone else for their opinion, right? I just feel like if you're over a situation, you're not thinking about this person. I'm not thinking about her, or I'm not doing this. Then move on. If you're moving on, move on. You know what I'm saying? But obviously you're stuck somewhere to where you can't get out of. You're stuck in a place of, I just had a live about it. You haven't forgiven. You know what I'm saying? You haven't forgiven the person. You haven't moved on. And sometimes you have to forgive that person for yourself. You forgive them for yourself so you can move on in a positive direction for the way that you move here in your daily life, wherever. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. And I agree with you, sis. I honestly agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I definitely feel I see their way. Teacher says, yep, though that's the only way because them people ain't paying the membership fees to listen to Chat GPT tell them a bunch of F FH lies. Um yeah, yeah, but to me, when you think a person would get tired of the drama, I know drama sells, and I know it
Hmm.
can be entertaining at times, but it's just sometimes you just got to be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
But see, this my thing too. And then and that it's a flip side to this too. People have the right to defend themselves. Period. Point blank, period. Like if she's attacking you, you have the right to defend yourself, JK. Period. Point
Correct.
blank, period. So that's if I'm not messing with you and you attacking me, that's almost like you know how they do in school. It's almost like a bully taunting you, taunting you, taunting you. And then one day you punch the motherfucking bully out. I'm sorry, oh, excuse me for cussing. But you punch them out. You know what I'm saying? Because they were antagonizing you. That's called antagonistic tactics. Why
Uh-huh.
are you doing it? If you don't want me to say anything about you, don't say nothing about me. And we cool.
Right, right. And I agree. You're absolutely right. A person should be able to defend themselves and stand up to the bully.
Hmm.
Honestly, uh, everybody should have that right to stand up to a bully. Um, I know grown women will eventually get tired of all the chaos, the lying. Like Tika said, her membership fees, the people ain't paying membership fees to listen to the lies. But who wants to pay membership fees to just listen to all of the chaos and tearing other women down and constantly doxing people. You know, when she's not out here spreading lies on the truth, when she's not out here attacking Bree's baby daddies, then she's out here attacking women, making up
Mm-hmm.
lies on women, right? Doxing
Mm-hmm.
women, talking about way people work, how much money people make. Come on, that is so high school behavior. That's behaving like a child.
Yeah, that's it. And you grown at the end of the day. Tamique said,
Yeah.
drop the link.
Like, who cares about how much somebody make? At the end of the day, it ain't my money.
I'm
Whether
just gonna
they're
say it.
six,
I ain't finna check nobody pocket.
whether
Nobody
they
on here. I'm not checking nobody pocket but mine. That's the only.
right, right. It doesn't matter if somebody is, have $0, four figures, five figure, six-figure check. To me, it's their business. At the end of the day, everybody is responsible to take care of their own household. So while I'm doing income verification, it's not like I'm finna help you pay your rent. It's not like I'm responsible on helping you pay your car note and your insurance. So why do I have to do income verification for you? You're not moving in none of my property. The only
Right.
time a person should be out here doing income verification is if somebody renting for you, if they renting a car from you, if they renting a house from you. Like,
Yeah, I don't believe
why?
in that doxing. I don't believe in that doxing. I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm not with that.
Tika said that's the SHIT. Her supporters like Jeannie. And I said this once before. And I believe that because for them to sit up under her, they have to be like-minded people, So if they are okay with her doing that, then that's their business. But it comes a time when a person can't play victim anymore. My
Mm-hmm.
reason for this grown woman, this grown women conversation is to pull the mask off of her. She's by far not a victim. She can never be a victim. She can
Exactly.
never be a victim to nobody out here. If anybody comes from Mrs. A, they're standing 10 toes down. They're
Exactly.
standing up to her. They're not attacking her. They're standing up to her. They're defending themselves. Anybody comes at Miss A is defending themselves. Miss A have attacked just about majority of all of the content creators and half of their supporters out here on YouTube. This woman ain't innocent. This woman can never play victim. Hey Tamik, how you doing, baby?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
sis.
hey, Jesus, how you doing?
Good.
I was just putting my profile picture up there. But yeah, she just comes out here and lies, and that's why I said her name will be what I said it is. Because how you gonna put somebody in a wheelchair you don't even know, just around here spreading lies? And like I said, I sent it back to her tenfold.
Right, right, right. And that's what I'm saying. Why would she put your husband in a wheelchair? How evil is that? That's just evil. She
I don't.
is one of the most weird, wicked people out here on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube streets. I never seen nothing like this.
Wait a minute. She put bro in a wheelchair?
Yes, she did, honey. And as y'all know, he's standing 10 toes tall, okay?
Oh my God.
Uh,
How sick.
Yeah,
Something
How
so
wrong with
sick.
that. Something wrong with that.
This
Mm,
lady
mm,
just,
mm.
she's ongoing when it comes to the drama. That's all that surround Miss A is drama. That's it. That's it. And that's why I gave this open panel for women to speak out about, the impact it has on the creators and as well as the supporters. But she's over there hollering about, oh, it's just one me. And she need all these people to come to her panel. Girl, I told you, me and you can go for a versus, baby. everybody out here, just like everybody out here knows that you are a real, excuse my French, y'all. Everybody out here know you a real shit eater, okay? And you ain't nobody for nobody to fear. If anybody gonna stand up to you as a one woman army, YouTube streets know it'll be the internet system. You project, you always deflecting. If anything, you need somebody. That's the way you trying to call in. Somebody come back you. But I don't see you or nobody else. The internet sister has opened her panel for women to come up here and talk about what they have experienced. How people can't come out here and just have a peaceful chat and other people chat. Now, why are you worried about what's going on Break Room channel? And I already told the people you be big bothered because I align myself with you. I already dump my text thread showing people how you constantly screen record, screenshot, and send everybody channel to my phone. You're big bothered with people. It absolutely bothers you. Even when you're not live, when you're not on your channel, you're on YouTube, peeping. You know everything that goes on out here. Why do it bothers you if I want to be neutral? If Break Room wants to be neutral, why it bothers you what Tamik got going on in her life? People don't go around make up lies on you, Miss A. They speaks on your actions, what you produce out here on the internet. If you don't want people bringing awareness, if you don't want people standing up to you, talking back to you, fix it. Take that rotten mouth off of people channel and people supporters. You give that you're very unhappy. Wouldn't you ladies think that? Someone who have to constantly be involved, someone who have to constantly be involved in drama. She's always trying to dim someone else's light. What would you describe a person like that? How would you describe a person like that, TC, to me?
I,
Someone
I
who's
would
just
say, I would say,
constantly.
I would say jealousy. Like, and it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are just not satisfied with themselves, if that makes any sense. They're not satisfied with themselves, so I'll have to take my unsatisfaction with myself out on other people. So because I may not even have what you have, but you may be jealous of me because of the way I move and my spirit. Point blank period. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? I may not even be doing anything to you, about you, nothing. I'm not even thinking about you. But because people may see me in a different light, you may not like that because you're unhappy with yourself. You gotta start with self first. You gotta fix self first.
Correct. I'm about to drop this link. I think Break Room is in here, or anybody else that want to grab the link. I'm about to drop this link down here. Now, guys, well, I want to just throw this out here to everyone that's under my voice, y'all. I want y'all to understand this discussion is not about hate, okay, y'all? It's about accountability. It's about growth, and it's about peace, okay? And choosing unity over division. Okay, because we already know she's on a branch, right? Her ear, or she got somebody screen recording this so she can only play a victim and act as if we had a whole panel going against her. I have said this multiple times. I have nothing against that woman, so I have to agree with TC. I honestly think that this woman, because she's always projecting, people are jealous of her. And I have said to myself multiple times, why would anybody have to be jealous of a woman who have one of the worst sleeping schedule in the world. Okay. How can somebody be jealous of somebody who don't even have a good sleep habit? Everybody need rest. Everybody need rest. This lady worked 3 damn shifts. I done heard of people working double shift. I done heard a person going in and doing first shift and second shift, every other day or maybe twice or 3 times out the month. But this lady worked morning, noon, and night. Who's jealous of her life? So when you say that, I think she is pretty much jealous of the fact that some of us content creators don't have to do a 24-hour shift out here. A lot of us can come out here, do a live once a day or every other day. And we come out here and we're happy and we're living a happy life.
And where's the balance? Where's the balance in that? Like, when do you balance your home life even with your work life? If this
Thank
is your
you.
job still, where's the balance at? If you're always at work,
Thank
where's your
you.
balance with your home life? You get what I'm saying?
That's why I
Well,
said
for
I can
me,
agree with you. That's why I feel she's jealous because she really do see that there's people out here that's really living a happy life. Like they don't have to base their life around YouTube all day and every day. You know what I'm saying? People can real life take breaks and balance their life. People can take our time and really have that breakfast and that sit down, lunch with their kids and family or husband or dinner. She don't have that in her life. She has no balance. The lady don't have no good healthy sleep habits. This lady be out here every single holiday. This lady takes no time off, not even for the holiday. She don't check out to balance her life. So I feel she projects. She's
for
always talking about somebody's jealous of her.
for me, I think she lacks confidence.
I can
She
agree.
likes she likes for others to, she looks for others to build her up. And that's why she does the things that she do. They call her the goat. That's funny.
The growth of what? The goat
The goat.
alive? The goat
Yes.
alive?
She
Can
looks for people to build her up. She has no confidence. She lacks it.
And y'all, this is definitely, I want y'all to understand that this is definitely okay. Grown women conversation. Tonight is absolutely us here on the panel. We have chose growth over gossip, right? We have chose growth over gossip tonight. And I absolutely agree with you on that, Tamik. She
And
looks for
also
validation.
to piggyback off Tamik, a person who lacks confidence don't need other people to uplift them. If you already have your confidence, you don't need a squad to tell you how beautiful you are, who you are. You walk in that, right? You walk in your confidence.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
for you to have to feel like you have to have an entourage of people, it's almost like a famous person. You need an entourage of people around you to big you up all the time. You should already have that in you. You know what I'm saying? If it's on you, it's in you. That's how I feel. Like,
And I agree with you.
Someone said, Lovely Jones says her marriage is very unhealthy as well. When they were out for dinner, her husband did not have any spark towards her nor conversation for her. She actually was talking the whole time to the internet. Sad. And the only reason why she's probably taking him out because people have been calling them out. Like they don't do nothing together. They don't even have, a date life, to be out here, and she loves to, throw out here, oh, she been with him for 15 years. I mean, 18 years. They've been married for 15 years. But there's no spark there, no spunk there. It's just dry. It's just you wouldn't even know that she had a husband. I didn't know she had a husband until I started talking to her on the back end on the phone, and I can hear the man in the back. Cause shit, I was believing Kevin when Kevin used to say, "Ain't no damn man." Because I didn't listen to her and I didn't know her life. So when I was over here on this end, and Cabin used to say, "Ain't no damn husband, ain't no pull him on the phone, pull him on the phone." I really didn't know if this lady was married but yet separated. I didn't know. So when I heard the man in the background, I was like, damn, she do got a husband. And I even said that to her, her. I said that to her, like, oh, you do. So your husband is there, something like that. And she be like, girl, yeah, I don't be stunning those people. But you would think this woman don't have a husband because the way she moved, she's never on wifey duties. Even a stay at home wife, a housewife, have duties to take care of home, right? That's why it's
Yeah,
called a
I mean, what
housewife.
about their
She
date
have
nights?
no
Like,
duties.
do they have date nights? Do they do, if she's always here, right? Like making lives 5 times a day, maybe 7 days a week. When do they, once again, where the balance at? Where your home life balance at? It's almost like if you're just going live to prove a point to whom? Who you proving a point to? You know what I mean? I just never thought of myself getting on here to try to prove a point to nobody. I genuinely have to be who I am. And for some reason, I guess, when money come into play, they say it's the root of all evil, but it's not the root of all evil. I just
It's the
think that
love.
sometimes, yeah, it's the love for the money, and it's called, at the end it becomes a sin because then it's greed. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, someone have a question here for us. So y'all, Petty Betty says, Internet sister, got a question. Each of you has been in the sisterhood. What was the turning point for each of you? Now, come on, let's not all answer at the same time. Who wants to answer first? For Petty Betty, we got somebody down in the chat. Wanted to know. We all have been in a sisterhood with this woman that we're speaking about. So we all have had some type of experience, being attached to her. So Petty Betty wants to know, what was the turning point? Who wants to
Well,
answer that
honestly,
first?
I do mine because mine is really simple.
Okay.
Well, because I'm connected to Break Room, I think, they probably just, I had left the other group, the trip group, but I think they took me out the sisterhood because of my connection with Break Room. However, I was still going in there, a couple times to watch Miss A. I was still
Mm.
going to her chats or whatever. But then when I seen, what turned for me is when the truth came out about whatever was spent, the lie that was spent, the truth came out, and then she came on live. She cried, and then I had some sympathy for her for a minute. I don't know, the cry didn't last that long. I mean, maybe about 12 seconds or so, right? And then it went from feeling sympathetic to what the hell, because it was like she cried 12 minutes and then right after that she started cussing everybody out, calling people bees, and bees this, bees that bee,
Ooh.
that bee. And I was like, oh, let me just, I'm finna go, because I'm one finna be in the chat where she was talking about a person that I support, and who I know ain't lying, you know what I'm saying, and my family, you know what I'm saying. I'm not finna do that. So I just left, and from then on I haven't been back. So that's why that's why I'm not in it.
Wow. Anybody want to go next?
Well, for me, the turning point was for me to see who she really was as a person. Um, I had experienced her in her chat, and then to meet her, and then to have that same behavior articulated across who she is. I just felt like she was just not the person that she claimed to be, and she just likes to tear down people. So I noticed that she tear down women the most. So therefore, I just detached myself from her.
Break room, you want to go? You want me to go?
Hey, Jeannie, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Welcome to the panel. Do
Thank
you
you,
want to?
sweetie.
Yes, you want to answer Petty Betty
Sure,
question?
cause mine kind of short. Actually, too. It simply is that when it comes to things that happen between other people, when other people like, oh, such and such line on me, this, that, and the third, it becomes really a person's word against another when nobody was there, kind of like this saga we're in. But what was my turning point with Amore is me knowing that she was I can't prove other people she may have lied on. I wasn't there, but I was there to know she was lying on me. I don't like liars. I especially when you are trying to persuade people of something that like of an event that actually occurred. Like we really did go on a sisterhood so-called trip, right? But when you make up stories concerning a place that we really were at present and people just join in on that type of stuff, like it's different when we just jocking each other, roasting this, that, and the third. It's certain things people know, we don't know about each other or whatever. But when it comes to people using that trip to try to start lies and heinous rumors and things like that, like nah, I mean, that I was done. And that's also why I never went back. It's kind of like she likes to put it like people were booted out of here, booted out of there. But being honest, when me and Amora fell out and I gave her days of all that bullshit, that stuff she did, or whatnot, and I didn't say anything or whatever, the trippiest thing is that I just watched somebody go out of their way to re-narrate things, manipulate things. It was like a witch's brew of craziness, and I'm like, what is this? And to see people within the sisterhood that I actually had thought were pretty stand-up people kind of join that craziness, like it was crazy. So especially when they was talking about being this type or that type, or like they were doing something special or whatever, trying to be something different, and it was anything but I never went back over there. I let her talk her stuff, Jeannie, and or whatnot, but I never returned to her chat for her to block me or I never went into the groups for her to, kick me out. I was just, my name was removed, but I was already removed watching her lie on me. You know what I'm saying? I was never going to call, never going to return. So that's it. That's all. It was just blatant lies. And yeah. So I just like, And that's
Mm,
all for me.
Pretty much
wow.
the lies and tearing down other women. Pretty much.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So we got Mean here. She answered the question for Patty Betty in the chat. Wow, and it's caught my eye. Mean said the turning point started for me when she told us not to give Miss Lady's daughter any more money shortly after Miss Lady passed away. Wow. Oh
Wow.
man. Oh
That's
man, that's deep.
Wow.
That's
That
deep.
is.
Wow. I
Well,
didn't
shit.
know
She
that.
told one person to sell plates when they was trying to get their rent up. So what do we expect from a person like her?
I mean, this is cringy here, y'all. This is my first time hearing this.
Me
Had
too.
any of y'all up here heard that? She
No,
had
that was
told the
my first time
supporters.
because I gave them money for Miss Lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a giver by nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to give. So I
Uh-huh.
gave, and I didn't know that the girl was reaching out. Again, but for her to that's kind of harsh.
Right, because she can collect money all day, every day. I mean, I said this once before. She could have dedicated a live to Miss Lady Dollar, like, hey y'all, everything y'all was gonna sow or set her goal, but she don't know what sharing is, right? She said when you are a giver, you are giving, you're trying to buy. So I guess buy friendship, buy supporters. That's what she say about me giving. So I guess she feel like that's why her supporters give them. They trying to buy her, I don't know, but this is harsh. And Miss Lady really supported her, and Miss Lady was a part of the group to the day she laid down and took her last breath. So to
Yeah.
not want the supporters to sow into Miss Lady's um daughter, that is harsh, but I can believe it. I didn't hear it. I can't co-sign for it, but I
Me
don't
neither.
think I don't think Mean will just come out here and write a bold faced lie. So this is harsh. This is harsh, and I must admit, my turning point. Um,
Hold on, Jenny.
go right ahead.
Petty Betty. That's a blind question that you asking.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer her first question for me because I didn't get a chance to answer the question. My
Purple in the
turning
cup is
point,
for you.
and
For
then
me.
y'all, so just I picked that up there. Y'all just think about it and respond back to it. But before we respond back to this question, let me answer my question. Answer that question when it comes to my turning point was, out of all honesty, is it just I'm gonna tell you, just looked like it was a never ending for her. She and I, we talked on the back end. We talked about, flipping the page, turning the page, moving on, start off with a fresh new chapter. We both honestly agreed that we may lose supporters by trying to do something positive with our channel because everybody was tied into the La Truth and Bree saga. And that's why a lot of supporters started following me, following her, and it's gonna be hard because she and I both test the water, like try to talk about something different. If you notice, and we compared the numbers. When you get that dip, if you try to talk about something else, and I say it to her, well, yeah, that's like showing up to a steakhouse. And when you get inside, they serving hot dogs. You'll leave, right? Because you went to a steakhouse for steak, not hot dogs. So of course we got to expect that people would leave us when we start talking about other things, when we flip, the page and try to bring something new. We got to be willing to take that hit. So that's why she knows I have no problem with taking a hit on losing supporters, because we talked about that on the back end. Well, guys, she never wanted to change, right? She just agreed. Just because I spoke positive, I learned that she just agreed with me, just to agree with me, just to go along with me over the phone, because she would come out here and she would do something different. And that's why y'all notice, you guys on the panel, you guys down in the chat, y'all really didn't see the internet sister in her chat a lot. Y'all didn't see me over there supporting her a lot. She knows that I wanted to get away from the drama. This woman knew I wanted to get away from the drama. So when I came out here, and I apologized to everybody on both ends, on both sides, Bree side and Latrue side, and I started doing the Bible at the beach, I knew I was gonna lose supporters. I knew things wasn't gonna stay the same with me. But when I went on that fast, I was over it then, right? I was absolutely over it then. So when a lot of y'all was out here saying the internet sister really don't F with them, it wasn't that I didn't F with them. I just didn't align with their action. I didn't align with their behavior. But I like people. I'm a people person. And I tried to move away as humble as possible. So that was my turning point. But yeah, I let her come back and get me. And when
Mm-hmm.
I allow her to come back and get me after leaving from out here, after doing and she tried to make fun sometimes. You should have stuck with God. You should have kept at she had threw rocks at me a couple times. Beach Bible, the Bible at the beach. You should have stayed on that. And I'm like, look at this wicked, evil spirit. So when she was going through it with neo-eds and break room, she didn't stop to think that, hey, my sister is in a peaceful space. My
Tinker
sister,
said drop the link.
my sister is in a peaceful bubble. No, she came right out here and drugged me. Okay. Well, she didn't drag me, but she decided to reach out. Everybody out here seen her tag me and say she need my bodyguard. That's the way of getting my attention. So of course I'm gonna be like, sis, what's going on? And she told me, and I came right out here. But guess
You
what?
know what? And I would say, and I'm not trying because I'm on the panel or anything like that.
Mhm,
That's almost like me or break room, because I always like to use us two as an example because
mhm,
we tight, right?
mhm,
That's almost like I'm coming to break room. I know that she's trying to, hey, she's in. I see her on a different path, right?
mhm,
I
mhm,
see, but I got some beef online with some other people. Now, as tight as we are, as cool as we are, just like you felt like, y'all was cool. I ain't saying y'all was like, hey, but y'all was cool. But anybody is going to come out and defend their person. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
mhm,
I mean, any person would come out and defend their person. It's almost like me telling Break Room, hey, such and such, trying to be on my neck about this and da da da. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you what they saying. I'm gonna send you some clips. I'm gonna send you what they saying.
correct.
Just to get Break Room riled up so she can come out here, because I know what time she's been on. But
Correct.
now I'm trying to knock her off her track because I need her help. You
But
know what I mean?
I don't think a real friend would do that. I think a real friend will respect anyway. I
Exactly.
respect the safe space that if they're bumping with me like that, they will respect my safe and my peaceful space. Especially
Exactly.
when you talk
I
to me
agree
on the
with you,
phone.
Jenny.
When you
Yes.
talk to me on the phone, and I said this the other day when someone said that she threatened to release a recording of me crying, I say release that recording because it's just going to show my integrity, right? It's just going to show my level of faith and who I am, because that conversation was my whole heart, crying out saying, I don't know how I got here. This is not me. I don't drag women. I don't tear people down. It wasn't nothing bad. That's why someone who talked to me on the phone, couldn't release nothing that I said to her over the phone, because I am who I am online and offline. So it's not like I get out here and I say one thing online and then I get offline and I'm a totally different person. But see, that's why she wasn't able to record me. Don't y'all know, if I was saying distasteful things, dragging people, don't y'all know she would have a audio of me? She couldn't, because we always had peaceful talk. And I always try to eject positive in her, because she's a very low vibration person. She stays up all night being bothered and being troubled about what people have to say about her. This woman real life will be out here trying to fight with every single person who don't align with her, who disagree with her. And I think that is awful. She will not only go at the CCs, but she watches the chat and she goes after the supporters in the chat. Y'all, how distasteful that is. Now, y'all know, y'all go to her channel, y'all be in her bushes. Look at how her supporters talk about the internet, sister. Do y'all see me dragging or walking, dog walking her supporters? No, because you can't fight every battle. And not only you can't fight every battle, you have to understand people have freedom of speech. So I can't get mad if people disagree with me. I can't get mad if people don't like me. It's okay to be disrespectful. Like, I'd rather you show me your hand than pretend with me. So I respect people who don't like me and they let it be known that they don't like me, because the um that gives me the alert to stay away from those people. You know what I'm saying? So, but she
Yeah.
gets mad. If you see somebody in the chat talking about you, then guess what? That person don't like you. Be fine with it. You can't fight people and make people like you. You can't.
Or my thing is, if you walk in your own confidence, you wouldn't give a fuck who talking about you. You know what I'm saying, or what they saying about you. Really, if you really, this is my thing. Nobody really knows nobody on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We only know what you show us, right?
Correct.
So if someone says, oh, or and they in the chat and they just said, well, I don't like that TC or whatever, whatever. Well, I really don't know you to even care about what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? So for her to feel like she is um concerned about what everybody is saying shows what Tommy just said. She lacked confidence.
Yep, yep. So y'all, so that was my turning point, Petty Betty, because she asked that question. Now, y'all, we're gonna address what Mean said, but before we address what Mean said, y'all, Petty Betty had another question. And I had it pinned up here, and it was something like, well, if y'all had never seen that part of her, would y'all still have been over there dragging people with her, right? Wasn't that the question? Hold on, let me find the question so I can
Some
make
to
sure.
that nature.
Hold on. Okay, here it goes right here. So, she said, so if y'all never experienced these things, will you still be over there in the sisterhood witnessing her behavior with dragging people? Well, I'm glad I was able to answer my turning point, because like I said, it just seemed like it was a never ending thing for me. Like she was just gonna be out here what she's doing forever, because after we talked about flipping the page and doing something positive with our channel, she was never on that time. So that was my turning point. I kind of knew she was just going to be stuck in the negativity, out here forever. So no, I wouldn't still been over there, because I already had Pete. It was her behavior was unhealthy. So, Petty Betty, that's my answer to this second question. What y'all have to say? Would y'all
If
Well,
still
y'all
be over there?
I'm gonna agree, Jeannie.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You gonna agree with what, Teakers?
I'm gonna
Would y'all
agree with
still
what
be
you
over there?
said. Yeah, right. I saw the same thing. I was peeping a lot of things. Myself and some other people, but they don't have the intestinal fortitude to come out and say it with their chest. So that is what it is. However, um, I had been peeping some things that I wasn't pleased with. Some of them I vocalized to her, and some I didn't. And when she started when I sat back and I watched her start the thing with break room,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I knew that was the last straw for me. I mean, there were other things that I happened. Again, like I said, there were things that I communicated with her that I didn't like, and there were some things that I didn't. But I just sat back and just kind of peeped the play, and yeah, that was the last straw for me. So I was already walking away. When I decided to go up on Break Room's panel is when she kept saying things that weren't true, and I
Okay.
came out and just tell the truth about what happened and how it happened. So yeah, it was it for me. I was already one foot out the door, and then when that happened, that solidified it for me. It just showed me that she is about chaos. She is about drama. This is her life. This is what she wants. And do y'all remember? Let me remind y'all of a live that she did, and she shared with the supporters that when her husband was away working, he was overseas, and she was telling him that she was depressed, and he told her to find a hobby
Ooh.
and how that pissed her off. And
Yep.
so when she shared that story, this is how I interpret it. I can't speak for her, but the way that I interpreted that story is that she still holds some resentment towards her husband And then I got off the live, so I didn't hear everything because I'm at work, so I didn't hear everything you guys said. But the last thing I heard was when Tamik was saying that she lacks confidence and that she needs people to constantly validate her, to give her um, praise.
Mhm.
She needs that. She feeds off of it. And this is what her supporters want. And Jeannie, I don't know if you remember that conversation, that first conversation that you and I had when you called me
Hmm.
after I was
I
on
was
Break
gonna
Room's
say
panel.
that was gonna be part of my turning point too. Really quick before you speak on our conversation.
Uh-huh.
So I told you guys my turning point when I seen that it was just gonna be a never ended for her. She was just gonna be out here and be in the drama. So I went and did my Bible on the beach thing, content. But when she brought me back out here, you guys, and Tinkers reminds me, okay, the first thing Tinker says, Jeannie, think about it. Do they support you when you do positive content?
Come
She
on
said,
now.
she said, we, how many times we show up in your chat and support you when you do positive content. And that enlightened me right then and there. And when that enlightened me, it dead everything inside of me. And that's the moment I said, I absolutely owes Break Room and EOX, okay, a apology. Because Tigger spoke life back into me. I had taken that fast for 4 months and I was on a journey of positivity. And here, Miss A, she comes, she drags me back into the negativity, okay, to support her and to defend her. But Seekers made sense. And I'm like, Jeannie, that's why you disattach yourself with these people. They're not positive people. Teachers are absolutely right. You do a beach on the, a Bible on the
The Bible
beach,
on the
and
beach.
you only get 7 people in there. And it's not these people who jam pack your chat and your live stream when you out here aligning yourself with them and doing things that you know is wrong. So I definitely was like, look, deuces, I'm out. I just want peace. I want to be neutral. I don't want beef with nobody. And then that's when the chaos, it's been up since then. Y'all, it's been up since then. Miss A been hating me ever since I put on my big girl pants and said, listen, I'm not following your lead. I'm not in a line with your drama. And I don't know why it surprised her because I came out here with big girl pants on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come out here with a group. I didn't come out here attaching myself to nobody. So, but yeah, Tikers, go right ahead. You was about to say something about when we had that conversation.
No, I was you finished it up for me. But that's essentially what led to my departure, from that group and me separating myself, because it was too much for me, constantly day in day out. And I have to also affirm what Jeannie said about her being up all day and all night worried about what other people are saying about her, or what they could be saying, what they might be saying, watching other people's chats, talking about whatever they're talking about. She's on the back end sending screenshots, sending screen recordings. Oh, look at what they said about this. She would sit and watch people's money. She was on Social Blade looking up what everybody, I guess what she thought they were making. I don't know how accurate Social Blade is. However, she would be looking up everybody's money,
Ooh.
comparing her what she's making to what they're making.
Mm.
It was just really sick behavior. And she interpreted she interpreted my response as me trying to control her. However, I wanted to see the best in her. I wanted to see it. However, that's not who she wants to be. She doesn't want to be her best self. She wants to be the version that we're seeing out here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so,
Wow.
you know, I know you're trying to be on an adult movement and all of this stuff. And I say this to Tiff all the time. Listen, don't worry about what she's saying. Focus on your content. I've told you the same thing, Jeannie. When I was supporting her, I told her the same thing. Right. So this is what I would like to see. I would like to see none of the content creators respond to her. I can't tell y'all what to do. I can only tell you what I hope for. I wish that you all would stop responding to this lady. This is her MO. This is what she does. This is what I saw her do. So when she showed y'all that screenshot of the text message that I sent her that she calls the Dear John letter, when I sent that letter, that was me trying to encourage her to move away from the bullshit. But that's what she wants. So she knows that bullshit equals dollars. So that's what she's going to give her people because that's what
Right.
they like.
And
That's what they
could I
like. That's
piggyback
what they
off of,
show up for. So
right. Could I
you
piggyback?
have to not feed into her. You guys got to stop feeding into her. And the rest
Could
will
I?
take care of itself.
Let me see if I can.
I want to jump. Well, I'm past the mic, but I gotta jump down and come back up. But I'm gonna just
Can you
throw this
guys hear
out here
me?
real quick. Yes, can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear anybody? Cause
Yes.
I was waiting on
Can
TC to
you hear
start,
me?
but TC, can you up here?
Can you hear me?
I heard such a long pause.
Hello? Can
I
anybody
can
on the
hear
panel hear
everybody.
me?
I can
I
hear
can,
everybody.
I can hear everybody. I can't hear. Let me see.
I can hear Tommy. I can
Right. Oh,
Okay.
hear
Lauren, I don't know if you guys, I can't hear you. Tiff, it looks like
somebody
you're
in the
talking, but
chat.
I can't hear anything.
Tommy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? We can hear
Where
y'all.
TC? Okay, where TC go?
Okay. I'm not for sure. That's what I was waiting on to talk, but when it was such a long pause, I said, well, let me just go ahead and jump in there real quick. Um, I don't know. I hope that y'all can hear me. I'm not for sure who up here y'all can hear. I can't hear anyone on the panel. Okay, Tinkers can't hear anyone.
We can
Petty,
hear.
I
I
think
can hear
it's
you, and
okay.
the chat can
We
hear
can
you.
hear Break and Tinkers. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out here real quick if nobody minds. So I can step down and I'll come back up. But
I'll come back up too.
because I gotta run in the store and then I could come back up. But I do want to say first to some of Petty Betty's things or whatever. And I don't want to forget some great points the Tinkers was making as well. But I do want to say to the second thing she asked about, would we have still, if this didn't go down or whatever, would we still have been supporting her with the dragons, the this, that, and the third? And I would like to tell you absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Had this thing not went down last November, if the trip never happened, nothing ever had, that fallout with the Holly, Romika, whatever it was, did not happen, I can assure you I would have been absolutely 100% gone at the mocking of a deceased person. I would have been 50 times as gone with her telling us a heavy supporter of hers that they cannot come into her chat saying they lost a parent because it will take down the vibe of her live. It's certain things with me that I'm not perfect, of course. We all know that. Um, there are things throughout this saga stuff that has happened sporadically, meaning so many different people, it was ever turning. So as opposed to you see somebody might be accused of doing something jacked up here, maybe a little there. When this trip and all that stuff, Holly and Romika stuff and whatever happened, it was a plethora of things that was happening. It was a plethora of actions that was being done towards a plethora of people. So it was like undeniable, where all this stuff was transpiring and, those that were ignoring where things start and all that good stuff. I don't know if somebody got a playback going or playing
Yeah, y'all
something in the background.
put it on mute, guys. If you're not talking, put it on mute so we don't get bad feedback. Where's
Well,
Tiffany?
yeah, it might be just somebody playing a live back on another device. But however, so I just wanted to let Petty Betty know that no, I would not still be there at this point because so much stuff
I'm
had
here, Jeannie. I don't
I
know if y'all can
witnessed.
hear me, but I'm here.
Yeah, I think it's TC. I'm missing somebody. Did TC drop?
TC, yeah, I think she might have had a call.
Okay. She'll
Huh.
let me know. Go right ahead, break room. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you fine, sweetheart. But yeah, I just wanted her to know a lot of things took place at just over the past months when all of that started. So did I know Amora wasn't a perfect person? Sure, neither am I. A lot of petty things was going on around the YouTube streets. There is things, even though there's only so far I go, I'm sure there was things people didn't favor of me saying if it was to somebody they liked or whatever the case may be. So some things were expected around here, but little heavy, crap talk and all that kind of stuff. But these past 6 months, even it was so much was happening that I was even able to call it out before it was happening. Like I knew that Jeannie was gonna be next. On the chopping block or on the, where they were going to pull some crap out to try to turn against her. I saw it a mile away and I actually saw Jeannie do nothing. Jeannie had just finished defending, and this is the stuff that I'm like, people can't pretend they don't see what's going on. Like Jeannie was just defending them, coming against us defending them. And then right after that was done and we kind of all just chilled on that and started getting on whoever else or whatever. Then she became, a target. It was
I'm
like
sorry to
never.
interrupt, but draw that the parallel that happened between you and Jeannie.
Okay, you might have to help me out with you sliding my oh well, I could say this. A couple of things, and I even told Jeannie this in her chat, one day I was just like, this is crazy because I gotta be honest. With the Candy being the one that every time we were like Amor wanted to start some stuff or whatever, it always seemed like it was also somehow Candy was like a front line and center of it. When I was on live, it was Candy who called me while I was on live. When Jeannie was on live, it was Candy who called her. When another person was on live, it was Candy who called her. And I said, this is interesting. How is it that Amora is the one with the beat, but it's Candy making the calls? And I believe it was the same thing when something went down concerning Knee Deep or whatever. It's just like Candy was always on the front line. And the exact way it happened with Jeannie, it happened with me. I believe somebody was accused of something in her chat, and Jeannie like,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell are you talking to? Like, what?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just like with me.
They were saying that what's the young lady name that you Knee Deep wasn't modding. She wasn't doing her job. That's what Miss A called me and said that Knee Deep was allowing her. I mean, Romika supporters to put comments in the chat, but every time Holly supporters will comment, Knee Deep will hide those comments. Knee Deep will attack the Holly supporters, but she was allowing Romika supporters to disrespect Miss A. Now that's what Miss A is texting me and calling me saying. In the meanwhile, you got Candy on the back end. Playing with Knee Deep on her top, because they think people are on the spectrum. She's in the meanwhile grooming Knee Deep and saying, "Hey, why are you over there? You should be concerned about your health. Why are you in this mess? You should be concerned about your health." Now, um Miss A on the other side, she ain't bit more concerned about damn Knee Deep health than the man in the moon. She complaining about Knee Deep allowing Romika supporters to attack her. Not one time did she mention to me that Knee Deep shouldn't be modding because Knee Deep got health issues and Knee Deep should be, focusing on her health. Her concern was Knee Deep. is blocking all Holly supporters comments, but yet she letting Romika supporters say what they want to say and attack me. So it's a lot of mind games that goes on, right? Because they try to play on people top. And that's why I know why out of the blue. Everybody was like, well, it was you and the lap doll that went back and forth. Duh. The lap doll ain't a content creator. Why just out of the sky, me and the lap doll gonna go back and forth? That's because she gets out here on the front line, okay? And she involves herself in Miss A drama, okay? You know, Miss A don't mind by throwing her supporters at him, okay? Duh. Didn't I just go after Break Room and Neo X? Me and Break Room didn't have beef. Me and Neo X didn't have beef, okay? It was Miss A issue and it was Miss A problems, but Miss A cries on her supporters' shoulders so they can feel sorry for her and they can come out here and attack people. So when the lap dog attacked me, I knew it was because of Miss A. And that's why when I spit out of control and I started windmilling, I didn't care who, I shot shade at or who I talked about because I already knew Miss A Moto. I know she pushed people out here to do her dirty work. Just that easy.
And Jeannie, that is what she does every time. It is a recipe to get money. That's why I keep telling y'all to ignore that lady. It's a recipe to siphon money out of those people.
Mm-hmm. And me says Knee Deep got played bad, but I see she turned her back on Jeannie too. First of all, Knee Deep ain't got her back to turn on me. Okay, so let's get that clear. Okay, and I know you ain't mean no harm. Okay, see, I was not going to babysit Knee Deep. Knee Deep is a grown ass woman, and since y'all said it, let me clear the air. After Knee Deep took all my mods, okay? Just in case y'all don't know the story, let me give y'all the story because Knee Deep ain't got a back to turn on me, okay? Y'all know how many people would grab a wrench for me, okay? I show Knee Deep love. Some people don't know how to be loved. Some people don't want to be loved. Some people like to be mistreated. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, Knee Deep felt like because she was my mod that was left over here, she felt as if she was supposed to be treated with superior. Like you see how certain people on Miss A team, she have levels, right? And certain people are on higher levels with Miss A than others. Miss A have her mods on a certain level, okay? Like lap doll. That's why she got the name lap doll, because she's supposed to be the one that's superior over there. So I guess Knee Deep, y'all. This is how I feel. Miss Knee Deep felt like she was superior over here because she was the one and only one with a wrench. I gave her permission to start groups. She went as far as creating a mod group. And when she got pissed off with my other mods, do y'all know what Knee Deep did? Knee Deep kicked every single mod out the mod group. Okay? This is the Internet Sister JK channel. And all of my mods are equally. I don't have a special place in my heart for nobody. Everybody is treated equally over here. I respect every single mod that have a ranch. Nobody is greater than the other. So when Knee Deep took the privilege of my mods and kicked them all out the group. Yes, she created that group, but that wasn't Knee Deep group. That was the Internet Sister JK mods group. My mods called me very much upset. I didn't take nobody's side. I listened to what they had to say. And I continue to come out here and host a live. And in the midst of that live, My mods had started telling me knee deep are blocking people. Now I don't see knee deep in my chat. I don't see knee deep in my chat, but she was on the outside looking in using her wrench. Now, remind y'all, I know she just shut the mod group down. I know for a fact that she just took the mod group and kicked all the mods out, but I haven't confronted her yet. I haven't said nothing to her. Less than an hour, she's now on my live stream and block Special K, Spec, for something Spec that had said. And the mod started telling me. So I finished my live stream. And after I finished my live stream, I contact Knee Deep. And these was my words. I said, Knee Deep, I'm sorry, honey. I was very nice to Knee Deep. I said, but you have to unlearn that behavior that you learned from the other side. I don't run and I don't operate my channel like Miss A operate her channel. I don't do that. See, they done hurt you. When they get mad with you, they kick you out the group. And you done came over here with that same behavior. We don't do that over here. We don't get mad at people and kick them out of groups. We are grown women. We have conversations. We find out what's the problem so we can find a solution and fix it. So Knee Deep thought she was finna come over here and she was gonna abuse mods like how they abused her across the street. And I told her, no, that's not what we gonna do. And I told her in the most highly respectful way, and I let her know I love her. But she's a grown woman. And if she don't want to change her ways and she thinks she can abuse my mods, nobody that's attached to me, I'm going to abuse them. And I'm not going to allow nobody else to abuse them. So she did the right thing. I didn't take a wrench from Knee Deep. I just told Knee Deep, I don't accept that type of behavior over here. That's zero tolerance. We ain't beefing over here like that. And we're not kicking people out no groups like that. Nobody ain't no better than nobody over here. It ain't no superior. Yeah, discussion board. So that's what happened. So when y'all see Knee Deep out there in the streets, because so many people, oh, she mod for this, but good. Mod for who she want to mod for. I don't have a problem with Knee Deep. But I'm not. Why would I disconnect myself? Y'all got to understand, Knee Deep was kicked out. I disconnect myself because I don't align myself with that type of behavior. So why I'm gonna let Knee Deep come over here on my channel and behave like that? The internet sister don't move like that. The internet sister don't move like that. So Knee Deep ain't turn her back on me. I just let Knee Deep know. That's not acceptable. That's not accepted over here. We don't do stuff like that. Hey, Ashley Boy Mom, who I have up here with me still. Let me drop this link so we can move on. Who that is up here? Teakers. The link drop break room. Grab that link. We got some questions. Grab the
It's
link,
me,
break room,
Tinkers.
TC. Okay, grab the link, TC, break room, and to me.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Drop break room. Grab that link. We got some questions.
Can you hear me, Jeannie?
Yeah, I can hear you, sis. Okay, grab the link, TC, break room, and
I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sis.
Oh, okay. Just making sure my mic was all right. Okay, I'm gonna go on mute. I just want to say, if you know who you are and who you say you are in real life, eventually it's gonna come out. Let me just say that. If you know who you really are, eventually it's gonna come out to probably kind of answer that other question. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We seen something in her that she was basically flogging. I'm just gonna say that. That's one of my words. You know what I mean? And it wasn't really who she was. But when you really see a person for who they are, now you gotta believe them. Hey, Miss Lasanda, beautiful. Hey, everybody in the chat. I do not hear JK. I hope y'all can hear me up here. I think she is taking a call. But you know, 9 times out of 10, if you on here faking and then you ain't being your real self, eventually your skin gonna start to itch. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And only a wise person, you can only fool a person for so long, and then they start to see the real you. But you can't get mad if they see the real you. It's your fault that you hid the real you when you could have just been who you was all the time. Okay, I'm back on mute.
Can y'all hear me? You backstage? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear
Tika's
you now.
okay. Tika's backstage. Okay, I got you guys up.
Okay.
But yeah, you can only
Who's
pretend for
oh,
so long.
who
And the
said
real,
who Gossip Giggles talking about? First she lied and said it never happened. Then when the receipts came out, she said it was an accident. Who Gossip Giggles talking about?
You
I'm
talking about
the
knee deep.
Oh, okay. Oh, you saying when she blocked? Yeah, when she blocked. But yeah, and I just asked everybody to leave her be. That's the backstory on Knee Deep. Leave her be. I got mad love for her. I don't have no issues, no problem with Knee Deep. I just like for people to be free and for people to be happy. That's my main focus. Long as she happy, I'm happy. That's what it's all about. But go right ahead. Go right on, sis.
all I was saying is you only can hide who you not for so long until
Mhm.
until who you are come out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, a lot of people followed her blindly. I liked her content. That's why I started going into her chat, and she wasn't really even doing no content on bashing when I was going in there. You know what I mean? She had good topics at the time what she was talking about, which really brought me to her. You know what I mean? Yeah, in the beginning, we had these sides going on. So
Uh-huh.
yes, of course, I was on Rob's side, and she was on Brianna's side. So of course we had the sides, and we wasn't going in no people's chats who was supporting the wife, right?
Mhm.
But after everybody, basically was doing what they wanted to do, and I moved freely anyways. I was going into her chat, so I didn't, the bashing. When I started going in there, she wasn't doing all that. Her content wasn't even about that. So But and like I said, even when they had the disagreement, or when they came out here and they had to lie, she even called me on the back end. I was trying to, because I'm always the neutral one. Okay, well, don't you think you can make the call and y'all can talk about it, or whatever? It was like, no, she didn't really know. Nope. She knew what she did. It was like she didn't even want to talk about it. So what else could I do? And then she just hung up abruptly, like, I'm finna go live. And I'm like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I was still going in her chat after then. But when I seen that she was like being sympathetic, because I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe she finna apologize. You know what I'm saying? For the mix up, whatever. But after the cry, it was like a outburst of, you be. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, that was strange. And so I said, you know what? I can't be in here with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what happened. I was there. So I know what happened. And I know what all this stuff is a lie. Now, I wasn't in the chat when, Tamik got accused of something. I wasn't in the chat then. You know what I'm saying? However, when I replayed the chat, I seen that it was exactly like they said. So it was like, okay, so why the men's don't want to be mended? Like, I don't understand. And my thing is, I see that her people is always saying, well, did you call her? Did you talk to her? Did you call her? Well, what's wrong with her doing the olive branch and calling? Because actually you're the one that made the mistake of accusing someone of something. So my thing is, that should have been an apology from you, because you made the mistake, right? So I just never, why would you want someone that you're calling out or basically lying on call you for what? For you to apologize to them? So they're just gonna call you so you can apologize, or you want them to apologize for you being wrong? I'm trying. It don't go like that. If I
Right,
make a
TC.
mistake with you, if I make a mistake with you, Jenny, you know what I'm saying? And Tinkers calls me on the back end and said, nah, TC, you dead ass wrong. You wrong on that. You know what I'm saying? I seen it for myself. Go watch it or whatever. I go watch it. I do my research and see that I'm wrong. I'm going to have to make that call to you, because I'm the one that accused you of something. You get what I'm saying?
No, but she always wanted somebody to reach out to her.
For what? That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
Because she feels she's superior. She feels she's
Superior.
bigger than everybody out here on the internet. And I don't know why and who gives her that power to feel that way. I mean, at this point, I just think the woman is delusional. I think the woman is, a fruitcake, because, like, you can't be waiting on somebody to call you and apologize to you when you're absolutely wrong. You supposed to be calling right, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right your
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
Take
that was my thing.
accountability. And she lacks at that. That woman lacks at that. I don't think
Yeah.
the 4 years she's been out here, she have admitted to being wrong to nothing. This woman really think everything she have done out here on the internet is been, for a good cause. Like everything she done is like in jest. Like she is really weird because she
Again, that
think,
goes along with her trying wanting others to build her confidence.
yep, she think her shit don't stink. She really do.
That's crazy to me, because
Everything is unjust what she does. It's
yeah, I
to
don't
me,
feel
in
like
my
that.
opinion, everything is unjust. Like she owes a lot of people apologies. A lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I think if she started apologizing, it would take her close to 4 years. That's just how long her list is. Earlier, somebody had I pinned it up here something about Amber. We know, and I'm not here to cause division. So I mean, if her and Amber wants to pretend that they're cool, fine with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see division. It's good that they able to talk, because I do want to say those was the two biggest bullies. Amber was absolutely a bully on the LaTrue side, and Miss A was the bully on Bree side. So to see them two come together, that's good. But we all know they came together because they shared the same dislike. They didn't come together and apologize to each other. I mean, they tore each other down.
They sure did.
And I used to tell Miss A to leave, to leave Amber alone. Because Amber was a lot younger than her. And I just, to me, this is the way I looked at it. I looked at it as if Miss A was on a whole nother level. I'm like, why would you lower your standards and get down there and get in the mud with Amber? Like, ignore her. I don't care how many name calls that she gives you, but hey, it is what it is. Miss A needs Amber now. Okay, it's not that she likes Amber, she needs somebody to side with her. She
She
needs
does.
Amber.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And she likes to act like
She
she
needs
didn't
Amber.
recruit you, but she knows she did. She knows she went and recruited you. You were over on Facebook not paying any of this YouTube crap any
Everything.
attention. Yep. And she threw out that back signal.
Everybody saw that.
Everybody, but they like to,
Everybody
they
saw it.
play blind to it. They play blind to it. And I know they saw it because they were all in her comment section.
Yeah, I pretend that she didn't recruit me because y'all was calling her out and I cover it up, but y'all saw it. That's why y'all was able to say, oh, she the one that got the internet sister. She the one that got the internet sister. People knew I wasn't out here. I wasn't even involved in y'all retreat. I just did a pop in. I just did a
Right.
walkthrough, is what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I simply did a walkthrough. I had disattached myself with the whole
And
sisterhood thing
did.
before
Yep.
the
And did.
retreat.
But she
Yep.
she put she spin another narrative though, as always.
Cause
As
she's a
And
always.
liar.
once again, that goes back to what I said, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you had to, but if we cool and we girls and we talk on the back end or whatever, and we have conversation and we cool like that, and I can have a conversation with you, and you can make pop ups, and you can still chill with me in spaces, and I keep coming to you about oh, girl, look, they on my neck again, girl. I'm doing this every other day. I'm texting you. I'm sending you stuff that they saying about me every other day. Why wouldn't you feel compelled? Like, oh, okay, let me go assist my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't that you know what I'm saying? Not that what I know of her. It ain't like you had to defend her. You know what I'm saying? Or that I didn't tell you to come out here or nothing like that. But you calling me on the board. And
Absolutely.
I ain't been on I ain't on that. Right. I'm not
And
on
she
that right
filled you
now.
in on all the details, did she not, Jeannie?
Oh, I think her sound keep going out. But I mean, that's almost like me calling Tinkers. And I keep telling Tinker some stuff, and I keep telling Tinker some stuff. And I'm like, girl, stay on there. And I know Tinkers ain't out here. And then all of a sudden Tinker's like, yeah, you know what? They finna get up off you. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that me and her rock like that. It ain't that I'm telling her that she gotta come defend me. But me being as her girl, she gonna do it. Almost like, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Almost like when Ashley
No,
D.
they was, yeah,
But you
they was
Almost
wasn't
like when
never with the
Ashley
the
D
bobos
did
as
what
sisterhood.
a
she
Y'all
did.
CEO
came at the
voice.
sisterhood. Y'all attacked the sisterhood community. Y'all was trying to destroy the sisterhood community by calling it a cult because y'all was upset about the retreat. Y'all got to remember, well, I came out here in a dress. Okay. So it was all a lie that was told to me, right? It
Right,
was all
right,
a lie
right.
that was told to me. It was
Right.
That's why I said
everybody
she
was
filled you in
mad.
on all the details because you didn't know anything about what was going
No,
on. She gave you
no,
all
because
the
they said
details.
I guess break room had some lady on her panel, calling Amora out and break room
But no, no, no,
was
Jeannie.
mad.
Jeannie, where did that information come from?
It came from Miss A herself.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It came from Miss A
I'm sick of
herself.
it too, Ashley Boy Mom.
She yes, she said, if you hear somebody saying this, and she gave me the words that the lady was saying, who would you say the woman is speaking on? I was like, that sounds like a description of you. Like the lady was
Yeah, and she
describing
says
you.
you
And she was
bullshit.
like, oh, and she said, and they over there acting like they didn't know she was up on the panel talking about me. And I go, oh no. If I would have heard that, I would have knew she was talking about you. And yeah, so that's why I came out here defending the sisterhood group, because in her too, but that's water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? We have gotten past that. But one of her biggest things is she wants to see division. She don't want to see us
Mm-hmm.
past that.
Mm-hmm.
She don't want to
Yep.
see us
Yep.
past that. She
Absolutely.
don't want to see us.
But to your point,
No,
Jeannie,
she
that could have
doesn't
been
know.
Yeah.
that could have
She
been
doesn't know
somebody else
what
too,
real love
because
looks like.
she wasn't the
Period.
only one that was covered. She wasn't the only one that was defending Holly. There were other content
Yeah.
creators out here too that was defending Holly.
She what now? What
She
you say?
doesn't know. I said, me, myself, I
There were
said she
other
doesn't know.
content creators. I Go ahead, Tammy.
Me, myself, I said that she doesn't know what love really looks like. She doesn't know what friendship really looks like. She doesn't know what a sister really looks like.
Mm-mm.
She doesn't. Look at her relationship with her own family. Look at her relationship with Jay's family. How many
Wow.
stories has she told us about friends that she's fallen out with?
Yes,
Oh,
I
have
seen
The
it
lady
she?
all.
has issues. She has
Have
issues. You're
she?
right, Tommy. She doesn't know how to be a friend. She doesn't know how to be a sister. Shit.
Have
I
she
mean,
told
she
y'all different
honestly, she
stories
don't know how
about?
to be a damn wife.
And that's on and that's on period.
Right.
Yes,
Tinker's
ma'am.
put it on the floor. What you say? And she don't know how to be a wife.
Amen. Amen. That's exactly what I said.
So she
Hey,
don't.
free my
That
boo
was
boo. That's my
that
booski.
that
Hey,
wasn't
free
that wasn't no
baby.
shot. That was just that's real
It's
spill.
the truth. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jenny, you call it out every time. This is the thing that I appreciate about, I don't like, that y'all acknowledge her or give her any attention. But when you do, I like that y'all stick to the facts, right? I mean, you might throw some
Yeah.
name calling in there, whatever. But y'all,
Yeah.
most of the time, you're sticking to the facts, right? How much
Mhm.
time is she spending online? How many times have we seen this woman or even heard her cooking dinner for her husband, cooking breakfast for her husband, preparing a lunch for him?
No wife duty at all. No
None.
wife duty at
When
all.
have we heard
It's
about her running his bath water, ordering him something, catering to her husband? When have we heard her talk about that?
and they were
Shit.
just saying when
When
she
have
go
we
out to
heard her
eat,
brag about him doing it to her?
and when they say when she was go out to eat with him, she's on live. So she really just do it not for date night, but because people call her out here, they call her out and
I can
tell
answer
her
that. Never.
she don't have no date life. And so when people tell her she don't have a date life, she goes on a date with her husband, but she still ain't paying
Yeah,
him no damn
because she's
attention.
trying to prove a point. But when
Hmm.
did it happen before that?
And
Right.
read that one comment. She said I couldn't understand how she came out and talked about how she didn't care for her own mother-in-law to the world.
Dog that
Oh,
woman out. Dog that woman out. Even
that
in
was
death, she
sad.
dogged that woman out.
That was sad. And that's no respect for her husband. Because it doesn't matter how you feel
That's how
about
you know
his
she don't
mom.
respect him.
You don't go online and talk about your husband mother to the world. Come on. That's just disrespectful. That's no respect at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
crazy word. Yeah, and that's another thing. I watched that and I observed that because this is my thing. Even if you don't like a person, to me, the way a person treat elders and treat kids, it speaks volume to
It
me.
speaks volumes.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
tells me
Absolutely.
your character right then and there. Because I don't care who you don't like. You respect your elders. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just because
Yeah.
she's his mother, you ain't got to like her, but you ain't gonna come out here and just
And
flat
disrespect her.
out disrespect her.
And
She
and
have
that's why them sisters,
kids,
his sisters,
family.
was ready to whoop her ass.
For real?
Exactly. Yes.
Them sisters was
She showed
ready.
no
They
respect
sure
to
were. They
them.
didn't even want her to come to the funeral. But she didn't come out here and tell
What?
y'all that.
But that goes to
No,
show
you
you the way she
joking.
treat her grandkids. She don't treat them grandkids with love.
Oh no, that was a whole shit show. With them kids, she was trying to show, and that's the thing. That's why it's not good to fake it, because she was trying to act as if she's a proactive, like if she's a, active grandmother, like she's active in their life. But you can tell when she's not online, she really don't have no dealings to do with those kids because the whole time she was online, it just looked like a shit show.
It was a shit
she
show.
she didn't know what to do. When she put them kids on that floor, I hollow, right? Because kids do have, I was, I grew up with kids being set on the floor, but you put down some type of barrier. You put down something up under them. You just don't put them on the bare floor. And then she wants to come out here and be top tier. I just couldn't understand. Normally, when you get the memo that you're having new grandkids, you go out and you start buying things that is needed for grandkids, and you keep it at your house. So if you know you got twins and you had grandkids before these set of twins, why there was no high chair in that house, I just still can't wrap my mind around it.
Oh, and
Why?
somebody said she didn't even like the flowers the supporter sent to the funeral home.
Who said she didn't like the flowers the supporter sent to?
Oh my God. Ming said
I
that.
think I gave $10 or $20. I don't
I
remember.
did. I gave some money
I
too.
did. I did too.
I don't remember how much the donation was, but I know I sent it to, what's the girl name, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Or Vanessa
Mhm.
gave me a cash app or something to send to, whether it went to Vanessa or whoever. But she the one, inbox me because I wasn't out here then. I wasn't on in the YouTube streets. I didn't know the mother-in-law had passed. Vanessa's the one that reached out and told me. But she's ungrateful. She's an ungrateful person. Only thing she like is money.
But again, the way that she was did her mother-in-law, and I seen there was nothing there for her. The way that they interacted, they do not care for her. Because hell, who she is, she shows who she is.
So y'all don't think the family care for her?
No, I do not.
It's some of the family, but it's the ones who have money. Those are the only ones that she showed any ounce of respect for.
For real?
Yes, ma'am. Only the
Wow.
ones with money.
Mm.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, and y'all, Tinker being mean wanted you to speak on the Miss Lady daughter situation.
What Ming said was absolutely accurate. We gave money when we first learned about Miss Lady. We gave money, and then the daughter came again and was asking for some more money. And Amor said, I'm not giving her any more money. This was not supposed to be a continual thing.
She sure
Mm.
did say that.
Mm.
Wow.
But she
Yep.
didn't.
But look at how she raised money for Brianna when we when that GoFundMe came out.
But the thing is, she didn't at the beginning. Remember, Brianna put her GoFundMe out. I mean, yeah,
No,
that
no,
first
no,
time
not
you
this
talking about
last
when you
one.
was a
Not the
part,
last
right?
one. I'm talking about
Right,
the one for the lawyer.
right. But that was a show. She always do things for show. She
Absolutely.
does things for show, right?
Absolutely.
And
Hmm.
that's just part of her act. But you see, when Bree put her GoFundMe out, nobody didn't give because I said she was in the back telling people not to give to that GoFundMe. And as soon as she came out here and told them to give, they did her a super chat party. But when Bree did the GoFundMe at the beginning, I think she only got like $300. I was watching. I say, ain't this some shit? And now y'all are saying she said no, don't give to Miss Lady. See, she tells those people what to do and when to do it, and a
Yeah,
lot of them listen to her. And it's
they do.
sad. It's
Hmm.
so sad that she have mind power over grown women. Oh my, it's so sad.
You
And
know,
she did
that's
Well,
exactly what
manipulate.
I
she
That's
can't
said.
say that
Not
she
manipulation.
give
has
any more
power
money
over
to them.
them. They give her the power.
Yeah,
They give
that's
it to her.
but
Right.
that's
And listen,
but
That's
that's
and
why I
I don't
say
even have an issue with that. I don't have an issue. I don't have an
you
issue
know
with
do
that at
I.
all. Those people are grown. They can make their
Yeah.
own decisions.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. So that's what I have said that before. I said my goal is
I
never
agree.
ever like how she tries to convince people to not like certain content creators. That would never be
Hmm.
my goal. That would never be my goal. That would never be something that I would try to do is turn her supporters against her. Because the way I look at it, if they support her, they got to be like minded. So of course I know they're not gonna listen to me under my voice because me and her are totally two different people. You know what I'm saying? I have morals, dignity, respect for myself. She don't. She does any and everything for money. When it comes to she have love for money. So therefore she'll drag anybody out here, she'll talk about anybody, she'll dox anybody. I'm not doing that type of stuff. So for these people to support that, they got to be like minded. So you can't convince somebody who think like her to think like you. No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no, no. I really thought I'm not gonna lie. I thought the lady was a good woman. I thought she
Nope.
was.
She is a heartless bitch.
Yeah. You said, oh girl, you
And
described her.
very performative.
You just baby, y'all
Very much
describing
so.
her.
not lights, cameras, action.
Oh, honey, when I tell y'all picking her apart, that is that woman, y'all. And I'm just like, the things she do. I think it was Break Room or somebody told me that she was over there trying to call 8 people out at one time. Like that speaks volume. If you fall out with this many women, these many people you to fell out with, you got to know you the problem. I don't see how she feels she's not the problem. You can't get along with people.
I think she knows that she's the problem. But I think with people like that, because I'm not a diagnosis therapist or anything like that. With people like that, that when they feel like they're losing the control of the situation, this is what they do. When they feel like they lose control of the situation, they have no choice but to come out here and try to gain back the control that they had, or the influence that they had on the people that supposed to support them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's
I
exactly
have
why
to
she
keep
did the break room what she did to break room.
hmm
Well, she didn't do it to break room. She did it to the supporter.
And
Yeah, and
then
my
She did
thing
it to the
is like,
supporter.
then when some of her, I guess, recently, with some of her supporters, trickle down off the bushes inside of break room chat. She had that big live, because we got clips of it. But she basically was trying to reel them back in, basically trying to say, we, don't support that, without saying the name. We already knew who she was talking about, but they down me, they bash me, they this, they that. But
that's sick.
Break Room hasn't bashed you since y'all had the falling out and y'all was basically bashing each other at that point. So you were doing some bashing too. So basically for you to reignite that into the people's heads thinking that she's just been over there willy-nilly bashing you recently, no. That happened back when this stuff happened in November. But what she had to do is kind of control the narrative again and reel her people back in. Like, why are you over there supporting her in her chat? Why are you supporting that? Why are you going in the chat? So basically, you had to have somebody watching the chat, or you were watching the chat, and you see your people pop up over there in that chat, and you got irritated because people genuinely just like break room. I mean, you
They
just can't.
do.
I mean,
Absolutely.
you
Period.
can't get
Yes.
mad at that. They like
Yeah.
that, and I think that's what she don't like. That her
Yeah.
people, some of her people, still like break room, like regardless. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't control everybody's mind. You know what I'm saying? You got a few over there that's gonna ride with you until you fall off a cliff. However, but people genuinely feel like they have the right to be wherever they want to be. And for you to say that if you're in there, you know, and then it's like you have, and then she used words like we and us.
Yes, when
And
she wants them to be a part of her problem. She's
yes,
like, we, us.
Absolutely.
I say, how you gonna
But it's
include these
her
people
money, though.
into
It's
your
her
problem?
money. But the problems are ours.
Right. I said, now how she's gonna include these people in problems she created? She created these problems. She comes out here, she calls beef with other people, right? And then she wants to be a victim, and then her supporters got to suffer. Her supporters have to, gain another enemy today just because she
Yep.
dislikes somebody. So now I have to gain another enemy. Like, that has to be awful to live your life, like that. Like how Miss Lady laid down, and we lost another one, Rich, in the midst of this saga. There's no
Right.
way I will be out here gaining enemies and hating people because somebody that I, honey, you are a host. I enjoy your content, but I'm not gonna be out here hating people for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's crazy. I got to worry about my salvation. You know,
She
I, I don't know that number behind that dash. So you think I'm finna sacrifice my salvation for you because you wants to be a troublemaker? You wants to start problems with people out here? So now tonight I got to go to sleep with a heavy heart, hating this person or disliking this person just because you are a unhealthy blogger. Like, come on, I wouldn't dare put my salvation on the line for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm responsible of my timeline here on earth. And you think on Judgment Day, I want to stand before the good judge and be judged off of, my heart and the things I said and did because somebody didn't like my favorite blogger on YouTube?
right.
right. But then my thing is,
No, ma'am.
I thought she
No,
believed in
ma'am.
God. I thought she believed in God.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't
I
she?
thought she did, but no. But this is my thing. Someone said something about she gonna be this way, or she gonna if she go to HELL, she gonna go to HELL, right, or something
Oh
like
yeah, I
that.
did hear she'll never change. She gonna be her to the life of her, last
Okay,
To the
breath.
so
death of her.
but
Hmm.
when
Yeah.
she first came out here, if y'all remember, and the Tinkers do not remember this, when she first came out here, remember she used to have her panels where she was speaking in tongue on her panel.
No, I ain't gonna
Look,
believe
I don't
that.
remember that either.
That
I
probably was me.
promise
That
you.
probably was me. That probably was me
No,
speaking
no,
in
no,
tongues.
no, Jeannie. It was her. One time she had a prayer session and then she started speaking in tongue. I know because we super fans, we heard it. And we was like, I know this lady is not over there speaking in tongue. Like, no,
Oh, now
no.
that's the funniest thing I have heard out here on YouTube.
I
Now,
swear.
but
I
Well,
Tika was
swear,
Amora
Jeannie.
speaking
don't
from day
respect anybody.
one. Tika, you don't recall her speaking in tongues?
Oh, I
I
remember that.
don't. No, I don't remember that. And I follow her to YouTube
And wait a minute,
from
and
Facebook.
Tommy,
Look,
you remember
Gossip and
that?
Giggle says she
I
remember.
remember that.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought I was. I know I ain't crazy.
I don't remember that much. That must have been a live that I was with my family.
And then you know what? I'm gonna say it because Jaffe was still on the scene then, so that's how long it was ago. Because we was like, man, she over there capping. You know what I'm saying? And we heard her speak. I said, I know this lady ain't over there speaking in tongues. This is when we was at odds, and she was speaking in tongues. So for her to say
You mean
this
like
is
speaking in tongues, like cursing?
speaking in speaking in tongues like she was in the spirit. Do you hear me?
Like I should about a Honda.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that right there.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Kawasaki Toyota.
No, now
Child,
that's
I
my
can't.
first
I
hearing
cannot.
that. That's my first hearing that. I ain't gonna even hold you, honey.
I'm telling
I
you, when TC said it to me, it was the first time I heard it.
No,
yeah,
ma'am. I know. I remember that
because
because me and the other girls was tripping. We was like, man, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl.
I know,
But
I know. Me did a lot of praying, and I know me, but I would never thought that she was speaking tongues. Because I remember when I first had a conversation with this woman on Jaffe, and I can remember just saying that they were okay. Then I pray for you. I was just saying, hey, because I'm just the type of person believe we can agree to disagree. She was like, "Oh, and don't pray for me," and da da da. She was just so rude and so disrespectful. I was like, "Wow, she have a mean, she just seems to be, was real mean and rude to me." But then I was like, I reached out to her, after hearing her cry and pulling away or Bree kicked her to the curb, however that went. So I kind of thought she was a changed person, after all that, when everybody got up there on the panel and started apologizing to each other, y'all remember?
yeah,
I would like to say something. Can
Go
y'all
ahead,
hear
Ty.
me?
Uh
I need to get this off my chest.
huh. Go ahead, Ty.
And this all out of respect for Rich. Okay.
Uh
Rest
okay.
in
huh.
peace to Rich. Okay. But Rich went to that one panel and she claimed that she had the utmost respect for her, right? I never, since Rich passed, heard her say condolences to the family, condolences to Rich.
Well, y'all know she projects. So when she always say, "Oh, she just trying to be neutral because she's trying to get people supporters," don't y'all know she have a gap of supporters she lost? So teaming up with Amber and pretending that she like whoever you said she had the utmost respect for Rich. That's all because she projects. She's really the one out here that's fighting for supporters. You know what I'm saying? Her
Exactly.
numbers matters to her, but
They do.
she tries to tell everybody because like I went into Dunn chat today and Dunn said something about she was like telling Dunn I got her supporters over him. So she real life was out here trying to make it seem like I done took Dunn's supporters, but that was just, her way of dividing and projecting.
Yes. I just, that woman, mm, mm, mm. I don't know how people sit up under her with all the
Well,
lies that she tell
we know
and the
how they sit up
clown
under her.
face. Yes, she is a straight up damn clown.
I agree. I
T-
agree. But no, no,
Tinker.
no, no. Seriously, she's a clown. But we have got to stop attending her circus. Look, now I'm sounding
Ooh.
like her. Y'all have got to stop attending her circus.
We have got to have a better mindset.
And
We
and
as
that's
people.
and you speaking the truth, Teakers, because she really don't have a huge support team. Okay, like I was telling people, she have her faithful 100 or
With the
200
faithful few.
people
Hmm.
that's gonna show up, and out of them 100, 200 people, she got her 60, 70 people that's gonna send her, the $5 super check or $20 super check. She got her faithful supporters that's going to sow into her channel. But having a packed out live stream, those be people who's not in agreement with her, but they will go over there to sit on the branch to listen to her lie. You know what I'm saying? To come back and talk about what she lied about. Stop giving her that. Let her lie to the people who wants to hear the lies. Like you
I don't
said,
listen to that bitch.
don't entertain her lies. That's what she wants. And see what
Yep.
she did the other night, she wanted all us to come out here, get worked up. She wants us to talk about her. She wants to be relevant, right? Like these last couple lives I've been talking about Janelle, LaTruth, and Bree, the family court. Nobody give two else about Lil Head. You know what I'm saying? Lil
Right.
Head wants to be so important, and she wants to be relevant, but I don't have a bone in my body that dislike this lady, that hate this lady. Like, I don't have to get out. It really messed with disturb my peace, because I'm at peace in real life. So
But Jeannie,
this disturb my peace to have to come out here and address her or debunk her lies or pull the mask off of her face. After 4 years, everybody should know what she working with. That's lies, drama, okay, and doxing people. She's not worth to be, talked about, or to give her the energy she's looking for, the attention she's looking for.
yeah.
One
But
more
this is
thing.
the thing, Jeannie. You're saying that, she wants to be important, she wants to be relevant and all of this. But if people are flocking to her lives, and let's be honest, half
Yeah.
the chat, half the people in the chat be the ops,
Yes.
watching her. So y'all let me not say y'all.
The
people
ones,
people who don't like her, right?
right,
People don't
should
care
stay
for
out
her
of
are
there.
watching her, and they're helping her views. They're helping
Exactly.
her make money, because if she's got the ads playing and all that kind of stuff, and you're watching it, you're sitting through it, you're helping her make money. So what you're doing is, if you're saying to yourself, oh, she thinks she's relevant, she thinks she's, this and that, she thinks she's the GOAT for real, but you're sitting here watching her.
I don't watch her, period.
No,
I
no,
Like,
no,
don't watch
not
that
you, baby,
bitch.
not
yeah,
you. I'm
I
just
know,
saying in general.
just people. Yeah, like people, like even the people who send me her links, they're not in agreement with her, but they hear her. So they have to be watching it because they sending me her links. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I'm not finna watch this lady from the beginning to the end. Just tell me what she said about me.
Okay, exactly. Ain't nobody
I'm
trying to
not
listen to
finna
that shit.
watch her, but
Yeah.
I really want to. This is what I want to say, guys. I want to
Jenny,
say, uh huh.
let me throw this out here, just and I'm gonna be done. And
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on mute. Y'all carry on. Hold on.
Okay.
who lips look better, y'all?
What?
Tell us what? Who lips look better? Cause mine ain't pink in the middle, that's for sure.
I don't even know what
Who
that lady's
who
lips
lives
look like,
pink?
Jack.
Let me get
Who
off
who
here.
who lives pink in the middle?
Maybe mine's supposed to be black because I smoke. I don't smoke no more. I don't know if they got the memo, but hey, here it is. The memo: 6 months clean of smoking.
But
No,
see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you trying to pick apart me, trying to down me in my confidence because you're not confident. So
right,
you have to pick at something about me because you're not confident. Like I don't understand that scenario.
and
Because
that's how I
nothing
started
you
off
say,
with. That was
yeah,
my
nothing
first
you say
statement, right?
about
She's
me is
not
going to
confident.
affect. Yeah, you're not going
Yeah,
to affect me by you talking about my looks or anything, my weight, whatever. You're
Okay.
not going to diminish that because I know what I walk in. When you for sure
Amen.
about
Say
what
that
you
again,
walk in,
sister.
when you for sure about what you walk in, you don't give a care about what nobody else thinks. It shows. You get what I'm saying? So she just showing that she don't have her own self esteem. She got some self esteem with herself.
Do I understand? I absolutely understand. you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
so but yeah, I don't watch her lives either. I mean, after the cry, I think that was a wrap for me. Like, oh, okay.
The 2 second cry.
Yeah, the 12 seconds, I was just like, okay, I'm up out
It was two
because
seconds.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna be somewhere where, I know I was there and I know what happened and I know basically what I saw when I went and watched the replay, and it was nothing about what you told me or what you said. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't go, I ain't gonna do it. I gotta call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? And these are my eyes. And somebody else might have seen it differently. But after the cry, I was done. So I don't even go over there.
Absolutely, sis.
Yeah, there's nothing to watch for me. And I
Yeah,
don't
I have
understand
no
those
interest.
people talking about how great she is at breaking things down when she doesn't even break anything down. It's chat GPT. That's why I stopped watching. Like, how are you people got memberships to you to listen to you talk, but you play chat GPT.
Yeah, she might as well put chat GPT on payroll.
I
Okay.
mean, well, child,
I
listen. I
mean,
just, but if
she
they like
probably
it,
is
I
on
love it.
payroll. I
What
would
they
say it
need to
probably is on
do,
payroll. She probably got the paid version of Chat.
right? The thing is, whatever she does on her page, I really don't give a shit. But her supporters need to stay on her page. Pop your crap on her page. Nobody cares about your opinions. If people are talking about whatever they want to talk about on their page, let them talk about what they want to talk about on their page. You go and
Right,
support who
because
you
don't
want to
nobody
support
go over there
and
and be
leave the
talking no
comments
shit
in
in her
their chats.
comments.
Don't leave your comments and your opinions are not wanted elsewhere.
Right. Stay off of people's walls, comment community walls, and stay out of people's chats because you do not see anybody over there messing with them. They come and just be messing with people. Get your people up under control, Amora.
Since
Yeah.
Debo got mind control, shoot, I'm just saying. When she leave, I'll be back talking.
Oh, I be talking again. I be talking when she let me talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I mean, it's crazy how we all been in this predicament, and I'm just gonna call it like I said, for 4 years now, almost 4 years. And it's like, when is people gonna realize to come up out of it and be who you are? So basically, people have to pull out who you are, and that's crazy for me to be able to pull out who you are, because naturally you should just be that. You get what I mean? Like, you should just be who you are naturally. You know what I'm saying? But I guess to wing in people, I have to manipulate them, con them, shape them, shift shape them into what I want them to believe I am. You know what I'm saying? To get what I need done. And I guess it's the money, and unfortunately, all money ain't good money.
Well, I noticed that when I made, um when she put something out and I threw a monkey wrench in her chat to, when she was like trying to tell a lie. And I said, no, that ain't true, and she came back, get the fuck out of here. So I knew what she was on then.
What happened?
I commented in her chat. It was about the P. Diddy case, right? and she
Uh-huh.
was trying to spin a
Ooh, child, she was
narrative.
mad at you about
Yeah. See,
she was mad at you about that case, baby. She said you thought you was the owner of the of the case.
she said that he wasn't gonna be convicted, and I said he was, and she was trying to spin a narrative, and I said no, that is not true what you saying, and baby, she went crazy. Okay, she
Wow.
did not like the fact that I spoke up and was trying to change her narrative.
So what is up with her kind of defending these people with kind of I don't know how to say it because I don't
With
Sexual,
unscrupulous
sexual,
characters.
sexual, yeah,
and
sexual
yes,
DV,
and
because from my understanding Carlos is definitely a abuser. He's definitely
mhm.
that. We seen the picture of Romika. So he
I don't
definitely
know
beat
what's
that
up with
girl
that.
face. He definitely beat that girl face in. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Hmm.
seen the eyes, we seen her face,
Hmm.
and for her to even defend that, and then you came out here defending domestic violence. That's kind of crazy to me.
But
So
then
you're
inviting the same people into your home, the same, you know what these guys have done, right? And you sit up here and you protect them, and you say they not wrong, and you spread these lies like they the truth and uphold them. I have a problem with that because you started out with DV
and
protected.
then the thing, even the DB with the Brianna.
That's what I'm talking about.
First you defended her, right? But then you defended her last baby daddy from DV again from her with her. Like if you defending this girl who has been domestically violent, against, right? And then she's with a current person who is doing the same thing, or well, whatever, because we Robert didn't do it, right? But now the real person is doing it to her. You defended that and had to come out here and admit that you lied on Robert about that. But the guy that she was with was actually doing it. So do you defend DV or you don't?
She don't.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing: do we even know that that's true?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Mm.
I came to the conclusion that, like, the eating out of the toilet uh scenario, right? She came out here and told this story, right? How do we even know that that is
It's
true?
true. Yep. I thought about
I
that
don't
too.
believe that that shit is
Me
true. I
neither. I don't
believe
believe it's
that
true.
she
I didn't
did
believe
all
that
that.
either.
I believe that she did all that and said all of that, right? To get people to sympathize with her, to get
Yeah,
her followers.
I never believed that. I thought she actually was cracking a joke. I didn't believe that. I didn't. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't.
Because yeah, I didn't. So I just never really spoke on it because I thought actually she was trying to make some content and just said some stuff because they was trying to pull up that she was adopted, and I think she just threw that in there just to add on some
Yes.
anesthetic for the
Yes.
story, but I never believed that part either. Like
Right.
no.
To make the thing, to make everything, it's like a thickening with her, to make it stick. I do
Yeah.
not believe that.
Yeah. So I just was like, yeah, I don't believe that. I didn't believe that. So I just brushed it off as, oh, she joshing or whatever. She playing. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be a real form of humility, But I don't think that was even the case. I think it was just for the anesthetic of the live, is all.
Once again, starting off from the top, playing on her supporters' top.
Right. And then what? Yeah,
Yep,
right,
that's her
Ashley.
MO. They make them feel sorry for her so she can siphon money.
From the
Right,
start.
Ashley,
From the
boy,
start.
mom. Yeah, right, Ashley Boy Mom, about, playing about Jeannie's DV. I just don't play about people's DV. Like I'm not playing about people's DV. I'm not playing about people's deceasing, or I'm not making fun of the. I'm just not doing it. I'm not making fun of the deceased. I don't feel like people who do that, something is really going on mentally. And that's
Who
just all it is to it. You know what I'm
who
saying? Something
invites
going
the
on.
abuser into their home and have drinks with them,
This
and you
is
don't even know them from a can of paint?
A sick
this is
individual.
but this is the level of respect, because ain't no way I'm gonna invite someone I met off the internet who's tied into a serious case, because this is
Mm-hmm.
very serious right now, and who's already have allegations of against him, against his baby mom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to have a certain amount of respect for your own home at this point. Now you could have met that man out anywhere. Hey, meet me here. You know what I'm saying? And we'll grab drinks there. But I can't allow you in my home because my husband's here. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? This is it's supposed to be my safe place. So I can't. I mean, people are different though. People are different. I mean, I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I think that was just a little too close for comfort for me. You know what I mean? And that's kind of crazy that you was willy nilly to invite somebody who's basically tied into unaliving, but you didn't want to come out your room for us because you didn't know what to expect. That's kind of crazy.
Ah,
Now,
talk
girl, now
about it.
you know.
Talk about it.
Oh my God. Oh
That's
my
Talk
the
about
God.
it.
strangest thing ever.
Strange as
Come
hell.
on now.
Strange as hell.
It wasn't like we were gonna stick y'all up or something. I'm just trying to
Now,
see.
this man who is an accomplice allegedly to a murder,
Right.
and you are more inviting of him to your home where you
Yeah.
lay your head
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
at a girl's retreat, a woman's retreat, where there's nothing but women around and more people that you're more familiar with than those who you were not.
Yeah.
Mm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
You're all right, boo.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. I mean, that
I'm
that was
sure.
that was my thing. That was my thing. I just didn't understand that. I mean, just explain that to me.
She can't.
Explain that just a little bit.
Did Tiff ever come back to the chat?
No, she didn't.
Tip, she's back. She's back down. But
No.
guys,
She didn't.
I definitely had some questions, but we will um we will go over those questions, I guess, on another live, because I would love for us to continue to have grown women conversation. um I think we can have healthy topics out here. I do know drama sell, but I really would like to see good come from this. I know that, in my opinion, I feel like Miss A motive is to destroy people and to keep drama going, and definitely to keep people divided. Because I was told on one of her lives, she stated, "Oh, the internet sister didn't want to sleep in the house with TC and break room." Is that true? Did any of you guys hear that?
I
That
didn't
what
hear
Because that's
that.
now?
what someone said to me. Huh?
um,
Someone
yes,
said,
she said it.
huh? Huh?
I said yes, she said it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
Someone
yeah,
told me,
I
she
didn't hear
said,
that.
but this is what I said. I said, first and foremost, I didn't even plan on coming on the trip back in October. I wasn't. How can she possibly say I request not to sleep in the house with break room and TC when I didn't have no plans to be on that trip? I came on
And
the
then
first
the funny
women
thing is, we didn't want
retreat.
to sleep in, and then that's funny because we didn't want to sleep in the house with her.
They sure didn't. While she's trying to act like she didn't want them in the house with them, they didn't even want to be in the house with her.
Wow. But I said I didn't even plan to go on that trip. And the trip I went on, TC and break room wasn't there, and I didn't sleep in the house with nobody. So why would she say that? But
Exactly. Exactly.
I do recall me coming out here saying I left from behind the gates when break room and TC them all them started coming behind the gates. I did too say that, right?
She did that to
But
try to cause division again. That's why
to
she
cause
did that.
division, right? So I admit what I said as a woman, but why won't she show the internet that text thread that I showed the internet when I hugged TC in Orlando, Florida? I instantly texted Amora and told Amora to tell TC that that hug was well needed. Okay? So why
Hmm.
didn't she tell TC that? Why she's not out here promoting the good? Okay?
Hmm.
Because I'm a grown up who takes fully accountability if I say or do anything that I feel is wrong. I don't throw a rock and hide my hand. I like to be upfront with people because that's what I want a person to be in return. Keep it 100, because I don't never think that it's anything out here in the world that it can't be a solution to the problem, right? So when I heard she supposedly said that, I said, okay, she's out here trying to cause division because she don't like the fact that TC and I talk, break room and I talk. See, she wants division.
Yep.
Like she don't like the fact that me and Don can talk. So what she do?
Exactly.
What
Yep.
she do?
Yep.
She
Try to
throws
throw salt in the game with
shade,
Don't
y'all.
sort in the game on that too.
right? And
Hmm.
try to say I'm over here taking Don's supporters. But do y'all notice? Do the internet sister set any type of goals? Do I
No.
set any type of
Nope.
goals? And
No.
it's no shade to the people who do set the goals.
Right.
It's
Right.
absolutely no shade to the people who set the goals. That's no shade at all. But I don't. Okay, because my thing is who support me. Who don't, I'm okay. But
Right.
I'm definitely not out here trying to steal nobody's supporters. When I go live, whoever want to come and be entertained by my commentary, they're welcome to my page. Where do it say here on YouTube if you support one host, you can't go to another host channel? Why is she trying to rewrite the rules on YouTube?
But why is
That's
everybody? Why is she pocket watching? Like, why is she pocket watching people's supporters, people's this, people's that? Like, what is the big issue? If you
like
making the
Tinker
bread, that's
said
you
it.
making the bread. If you making the bread like you making the bread on your channel, why do you even care about me making this 200 over here?
But like Tinker said, she stay up all night on some app that she looks up everybody pay. The woman, in my opinion, is a whole
It's sick.
fruitcake
It's
out
it's a
here.
sick obsession. Yeah, it's weird. And if
She's
y'all
a
are listening to her, y'all will hear her say it. How look up this person money, Tasha K money, Peach McIntyre money. Like she's
That's crazy.
Wow, that's yeah.
yeah, it's a
I'm
sick
not.
That's
I'm
ass
not
scary.
watching. No,
obsession.
I'm not watching nobody money but mine.
That is
That's it.
that's
I'm
crazy.
not doing all that. That's too much work. Like
The
that's too much work. I'm not finna do that. Like that take too much time out the day too.
the fade
Yeah.
is real funky, honey. Real
Yeah.
funky.
And the thing about it, I don't know about y'all, but as for me, I'm not beefing with nobody out here on this YouTube channel. I'm not getting into it with nobody out here on this YouTube channel. You know, that's her thing. And see, because you know, she used to say stuff like this. Just watch. They're going to be fighting with each other soon. They're going
Yep.
to be fighting with each other
Yep.
soon. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. So, what she loves to do, she loves to sit back, watch people get along, and she prey on good relationships. She prey on healthy relationships. She by far don't want to see people happy. She don't want to see real women. Okay, she don't like to see healthy relationships. She don't want women to be grown up out here. She want everybody to move and act how she act, childish. But
Hers will
I'm
be
not
in a
going back and
Exactly.
wheelchair
forth with
before mine will,
nobody.
not send that back tenfold.
What you say?
Hers will be in a wheelchair before mine will, not send that back tenfold.
Yeah, girl, just pray over you and your husband, your household, because evidently she once again somebody said um she projects because she's in an unhappy marriage. She's in an unhappy relationship. So you often comes out here and talk about you and your husband. You often come out here and be like, "Hey y'all, I'm gonna be listening from the far, but I'm in the car with the hubby. Me and the hubby finna go out to eat. Me and the hubby finna go here, go there." So I think she really well, it's no thanking. We see she's in a very unhealthy marriage herself. So to come out here and say what she said about your husband, that's just because she's an unhappy woman. She's not happy with her hubby. But
She
she out
ain't
here
happy
talking
with
about,
herself. She
She's
not
not.
happy
There,
with
there you
herself.
go.
Okay.
There you go. She is not happy with herself.
She can't be. She can't
right,
be. Not stirring, not steering and stirring. Because if she was, I would be going about my business. That's why a lot of
Right.
things,
It's
a lot of things you have to take as a not even personal. Let me just say that. A lot of things with people, once you see how they move and you see like, okay, mentally they not all the way there, you can't really take it personal. So that's why I
right.
don't be
right,
out here on the bobo on the shits. And that's for real. I don't be out here on the shits because a lot of people I just see the way you move and I'm not gonna take anything you say personally.
right, right, exactly. You know it's growth there, and you know that you are on a different level of peace when someone can talk about you. And I always tell Teakers how much I admire her when it comes to her self control. Hey, Hamidi. Hey, sis.
My
Thank
sister's
you for
keep me
being a part of the
on a good
green
straight
team.
and narrow. Okay.
Yeah. So I always admire Tinkers how she conduct herself as a woman. That's when you can tell that a person is happy in life when they don't have to come out here and get in the mud. They don't have to come out here and try to explain themselves or prove a point to someone who sits on their panel and lie. And I had to tap into that yesterday. I was like, as soon as I came out here and called her out because, you know, she provoked me, right? She
Mhm.
decided to hold a channel, a live stream, and on her channel, she decided to talk about me and talk about break room and make it be like, oh, I'm not gonna attach a name. They won't know if I'm talking about break room, or they wouldn't know if I'm talking about the internet sister. But then she get her jabs and throw in there about the thick tongue, So now I have to come out here and I have to really walk her like a dog and break her down. And now she wants to come out here and talk about me being a nail biter. So now I'm in my damn backyard like a fool. Like, oh, I can bite my nails. I have a nail salon. And I'm like, Jeannie, get your ass off this line and get back into alignment with your kids and your grandboy. You just left a keyboard concert where your baby boy was out of 60 kids that play the keyboard. Your grandson was the top 6 or top 8 that got to perform in the concert. You supposed to be in your backyard rewarding him, letting him play and go to the ice cream parlor. But you done hit your live. You are matching this lady energy. She don't have a day to day.
This is her day to day. This her day to day. This her 9 to 5. This her 6 to 12. This her 6 to 12. This her
Her 12
11
to
to
6.
11 to 7. This all of it. This all of. This is her day to day.
It's
This
all
her
3 shifts,
th-
baby. All 3. My
exactly. This
God,
her
today.
moon not moonlight under the sun, all of that,
Right.
honey.
This
This
her
is
day to
her
day.
life, literally. And you
Hmm.
can tell. You can tell this is her life. Like, my
Yeah.
God, don't you have anything else going on? Anything? Jeez.
No.
Nothing. Nothing.
She can't
Nada. Nacha.
she can't even touch the chandelier with her clocks, okay? She's so busy on this internet.
Ah, the Clarks.
I got through. I got thrown out. But I'm like, Gina, get your stuff together. This lady don't have a day to day opportunity to spend time with the little people that mean the most, like her grandkids, her kids. So why
Who is
would you
that? Let's
I
allow
see.
would
Who
her?
did
say
I
you,
respond
but
to?
she wear Clarks, so yeah,
Can you guys hear
I
me?
left it.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear
I can
me?
hear you,
I can
Tinker.
hear you.
You get the internet
Okay.
system? Y'all
I
get the
can.
Um,
internet? Okay. Yeah, I was.
somebody said they don't know how I lasted as long as I did. Who was that? That was
Which
Spicy that said that.
which is
Spicy, I
true.
responded to you in the chat, but baby, I was going through a lot at the time, and it was really just a distraction, for me. Um, and I, like other people, I didn't know all of the details. I just saw this young girl crying, upset, and all of these people, just tearing her down. And I'm a person who always roots for the underdog, so it's I just came and I jumped right in with everybody else, swinging back at the people who were, who I thought were coming at the young lady. And
Yeah,
yeah, just
really?
got caught up. But once you start putting the pieces together,
Okay, you blanked out,
once I,
Tinker.
okay, can you hear me
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
I can hear
sis.
you now.
So, yeah, once I started putting the pieces together, I was seeing things happening, on her end that didn't make a lot of sense, and on the other end, there were things that were going on that wasn't making sense. And I was like, you know what? Eventually, I just came to the point, I came to the reconciliation in my mind that I never should have been involved in these people's business. I got involved, thinking I was doing something righteous. And, really, I was just in somebody else's business and I shouldn't have been. But yeah, I got carried away with that. And then, with all the other things that were happening, there was always, some dynamic that would happen that would turn the situation explosive. And so you begin to get distracted with all the side things that were happening. But once I stopped being consumed with a lot of those other distractions, and I started focusing on, okay, what am I doing? What are you doing, Tank? This is not making any sense. Why are you even in these people's business? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, um, yeah. I just came to the realization that it was time to move on, and I knew, with me trying to encourage that lady to move on, and she was just unwilling to do it. She told you all about the time that I I walked away. And when I wrote the Dear John letter, it was because, I felt like she could do better. And So I, sent the message really to let her know, like, you don't have to do this. If you're doing it for money, you don't have to do this. Like, we're going to be here. We're going to support you. You don't have to do the beef thing for money. Like, move on, do some positive content. And so that week I watched her and she did move on. And when I saw that she was moving on, I came in and I threw the super chat to let her know, listen, I'm going to support you if you're doing positive stuff. Like, you can do drama, but you don't have to do beef. There's content out here where you can, stick your pinky toe in the salaciousness of it all, but you don't have to be consumed with it, where this is every day that you're waking up, you're fighting, you're calling us, your back team, you're calling them all kinds of times of the night because you screaming and hollering, and because somebody said this, somebody did that, or it was just too much, and it was heavy, it was dark, and I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore, so I moved on.
And that
Rightfully
makes
so.
sense. She definitely gonna call that back in, baby. She don't have no respect. It can be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. She gonna call you, honey.
Jenny, you there?
Where's
Yeah.
Jean?
I thought
Where's
that
Jean?
was Jenny talking.
Oh,
But thank you, Tommy. I think thank you, girl.
no problem, sis.
Thank you, girl.
No problem, sis.
No distractions, no negativity. You know what I'm saying? Take your opinion to your own
Mhm.
platform, baby.
Period. And that's on period.
Baby. Take your stuff to your own platform, sugar. You know. You got supporters, you got followers. Hey, Buttercup. Hey, beautiful. I'm just reading. I'm glad I can read the chat right now. But I mean that once again, you know what I'm saying? Once again, my thing is,
It's uncalled for.
yeah, and just do you at this point. You get what I'm saying? Just do who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are. I'm just saying, like, why? For what? For what? For
Lord
what?
have mercy. This damn.
For what?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It just sometimes it's gonna be people like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna really be like that, for some people. Some people just don't know how to move on.
Let go.
Yes, baby. They don't know how. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
go. I can't say let
TC, what I
God because
missed? I
we
wasn't paying
already know what
attention to
that
the
means.
chat. What happened?
And you shouldn't. That's okay. It's okay, sis. You didn't need to see it. It's good. You
Okay,
know what I'm
we'll
saying?
talk about it on the back end. We'll talk
We
about it.
will. We
Yes,
will.
we will.
Yeah, we're not going to disrupt our sister's platform, honey. We're not going to do that. We can't have
Y'all
that.
hear me?
Hey,
I'm back.
beautiful queen.
I'm back.
Jesus.
Can y'all hear me? I'm back.
Hey,
Can,
beautiful queen.
can y'all not hear me? Hello?
Now we can. I can hear you now. Can you hear me,
Can
Jeannie?
y'all? Yeah, I had to leave out, come back in. Can y'all hear me? Y'all, I mean, hey, y'all, we on live on the go, okay? I had
I
to.
don't hear
I was.
Jenny.
I started off at the house on my MacBook, but baby, we done went from the MacBook to the iPad. We on the go, y'all. We on the live stream on the go. So, y'all, I was in and
Spicy,
out
I
of
was
here.
up in the comments.
What's
Yeah, I definitely was never a go along to get along.
and you
Mama
should be.
3. Let it
And
go.
you and you shouldn't be that type of person. But I really think everybody should have their own free will out here on the internet and go where they want to go and support who they want to support. I don't know why she tries to take control over everybody's channel. Like, I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. But listen to Dunn today. Dunn say she about to go and dig her parents up. So I guess she just turned Dunn up, and that's what she do. She wants to bring people out of control so she can make people look like the bad. So she won't be the only one out here acting up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, she don't want to be the only one out here acting up. But hey, I'm telling y'all, the internet sister, I, I can do it. You know, I can be negative and I can walk her like a dog, but it's just draining to me, y'all. It's draining to me. Like, no. And I was saying earlier, she's not relevant. Why is she's being talked about? Because she's talking about us? Let her talk about you. So what we do? We know she's miserable. We know she's not happy. And when y'all gonna listen to me, money don't make you happy.
sure don't.
And she don't even how
And
should I
pretending
say?
to be, and you know what, pretending, and this for anybody, pretending to be happy and well rounded and therapeutic and theorized and theologist and thinking you got it all and you smart and you this and you that. Them people don't be having it all either. I'm just saying.
But she don't even have it all. I don't feel like Amora is such a smart. Y'all think Amora is intelligent? I don't feel like she's such smart person to me. No. That lady rely on chat GPT. Now I gave her props as far as she would be a good storyteller. She has the tone. Her communication skills is an A plus. But I feel like her comprehension level, I don't feel like Amora comprehend. I don't. I honestly don't feel that I don't feel she's a just such intelligent, smart person. I don't. I don't. I
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really, huh?
I agree with you. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
I just wouldn't sit her to the table with the smartest people. Like I would not put her to that table. I wouldn't call her dumb, but I would not put her to the table with the smartest people.
Yeah,
I
not if
wouldn't.
you
You
gotta use
asked
ChatGPT for everything either.
what happened? Say that again.
Not if you gotta use Chat GPT for everything. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I mean, when you gotta sometimes you gotta think for yourself. You know
Yes,
what I'm
and that
saying?
y'all, how many times have this lady been wrong just for not tapping into common sense? Like this lady, this lady have been wrong so much out here on the internet because she lacks common sense. Like, damn. You shouldn't even let Chat GPT fool your ass. Just off of common sense, a lot of shit this lady that got wrong out here because she's not smart enough to use common sense. But you can talk about my tongue. You can talk about how things roll off of my tongue. But Amora, I don't feel like you are a smart woman out here. You lack common sense, and that's dangerous. The
Yeah, I
mind
just
is something you shouldn't waste.
yeah, I mean, you talking the way you talking is something that you have, right? And that's
Yeah,
nothing that can be changed. But the way you think and the way you move can. See what I'm saying? See the difference?
exactly.
And this is something
Exactly.
that's something that's with you. You know what I'm saying? Or born with or whatever. But your mind and stuff is something that you can change. So
And
what's the answer to that?
right. And she wants to impress me. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking like, lady, you don't even, in my opinion, from what I see, you're 53 years old. You don't even have a life.
Right.
She don't have a life at 53. She don't have no type of life print, no type of blueprint. I'm trying to see what is going to be her next goddamn move. Because last I knew, I don't know about you, Tikas, is that she was going to move to Panama. She was moving out of the country to Panama. And I'm like, you would think at 53 years old, you will already have life planned out.
Yeah.
I mean, the way you get on here and judge people on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Life is, I don't
But
want
not even,
to,
but you know what? Not even planned out, but have some type of direction. You know what I'm
right?
saying? Like some kind of what's your end goal? What will be your end goal to everything?
And she don't have that. And like I said, I want to just clear this up. I'm not picking on nobody who's a late bloomer, right? Because it's never too late to get your life together, okay? That's not
Right.
who I am. I'm not picking on you. So I mean, you can get your life together at 60. As long as you still got air in your body, you can make
When?
choices in decisions, to better yourself. Some people are a late bloomer, but a woman like her who likes to judge people, who likes to pick on people, who likes to, say this person ain't got it and that person ain't got it, but she don't even have an end goal. Like, I talked to her on a personal level. That lady told me that she wants to move to Panama. She think moving to Panama, she can show people tropical content, being on the island. She feels like she can grow her page with content over in Panama, and she can kind of live a little cheaper there than in the States. So that would help her and her husband save money for a year or two to move back to the States. And she wants to get on here and call people broke. Like, she forgets. She hold that kind of conversation. You have to move out of the country, uproot you and your husband to go live in another rental property for another year or two, hoping that your YouTube career will blow up in Panama doing content out there so y'all can save some money to come back to the States. And I'm like, wow. You mean to tell me you didn't set aside a real retirement plan? You didn't buy into a retirement plan while you was in the service? Like, these are the things that's going through my head when she's saying this to me. I'm like, what the fuck? So this is something, oh my God. OMG. So you
Yeah.
telling me when y'all was in y'all 30s and y'all 40s, y'all was like, yep, at 53, we're gonna move to Panama,
Right. Right.
do content, then come back to the States. So that's when it clicked. Like, this lady don't even have life. She's not structured. She don't have no kind of, end goal. She don't have no kind of blueprint for life at 53. She's just living on the edge right now. This lady
Right.
is absolutely living on the edge right now. Now, is she still going to Panama? I don't know. But that was the last thing she told me. As a matter of fact, she told me that around about the time y'all did y'all women retreat, because she was like, everybody was gonna come to Panama in June around her birthday. Whenever her birthday, she's supposed to be in Panama here in 2026. She was like, yeah, next year the next trip is gonna be in Panama. And that's when she was telling me what was her plans. And I'm like, oh my OMG. Like, and then that's when I learned she didn't even have savings. And that she tried to
Oh,
get somebody to do a loan. And that she allegedly told the people that her all they savings was lost because her husband made a bad investment. I don't believe that. I don't believe they had a big savings to begin with, and I believe she gambled it up. Now that's my theory. That's
yeah.
my
She told me. Yeah, she. I was telling her about. I mean, she was saying something about the Panama trip too, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to go on that." But it was almost like I took it, and I could have took it wrong. So please don't, don't attack me more for saying it. But it was almost like, yeah, I mean, but you, girl, I mean, you need to get you a passport or something. And I wanted to tell her I've been out the country several times. I have a passport, so I
right.
know what you're talking about.
I
Like, yeah.
remember when
I
when you
guess
and I
she
first
look at
talked.
people different. You know what I mean? Like, nah, don't put me in that category because I travels. If anybody know
Right.
me, they know I get the hell on.
and I don't want to disrespect anybody who travel out of the country, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's more expensive to travel in the country than it is out of the country. So don't look down on people who haven't traveled out of the country either. You can't say that because it's some real shit. Go and try to book a room. Just go
Right.
check into your local Ritz Carlton. Baby, that's $500, $600 a night. That's a whole
Mm-hmm.
goddamn weekend out of the country to live somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
To book a weekend out of the country will cost you less than $600, $700. Go try to book into a Ritz Carlton right here in the United States.
Boy,
Okay?
what?
Huh?
Yes, I said, boy, what? And then you got to catch an off season because I mean, the cheapest you gonna find it is like two something a
Yeah.
night.
So, yeah. Close to three. I ain't never seen no Ritz Carlton room less than 400. Not
Yeah,
Ritz. I
yeah.
ain't never seen it less than 400. So, I mean, she likes to, once again, she likes to set herself higher than others. So, if a person ain't got a passport, that don't mean you outliving them or you bigger than them because it's expensive to go on vacation local. It's expensive. I'll take you guys, and I said that because if I go left from my house, I'm at the Ritz Carlton. If I go right to my house, I'm at the Hyatt Resorts. And those rooms be $800, $1,300 a night
Right,
just right
right,
here in my community.
right.
Right
So,
here in my community. So, at the end of the day, I would tell people create the lifestyle you want to live. Okay. Don't compete with others. Don't compare your life with others and stay away from those type of people. Um,
hmm,
yeah, stay away from those type of people because she looks down on the people who's the reason behind her income. Like these people take their hard earned working money to send you super stickers, super chats, and these some of the same people that ain't got no passport. You know what I'm saying? But they can afford to
right,
pay your daily income or your weekly income or your monthly income, but they may not have a passport. But they the
right.
reason for your season.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
the
I
reason for
agree.
her season.
I agree totally 100%, Jeannie.
Yeah.
And I
That
want to thank you for having me on this panel. I'm going to jump down and I'm going to be in
yeah.
the chat. I appreciate you and thank you.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I definitely, it's a part two because it's so much to talk about, but I
Yes.
really have 15 questions that
Okay.
I was going to ask the panel and let y'all answer to those questions. But we
Okay.
end up just chit chatting, holding a conversation, and that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right.
Okay, hon. Thank you
Love
so
you,
much.
girl.
Love you too. Thank you, Teakers. Thank you, TC. Thank you, Break Room. Thank you to me. I want to thank all of you guys who took our time, whether you're from Don's channel, LaTrue channel, Amber channel, who else? Lupac channel. Um, if you are supporters from Harmony Channel. I don't care who you support. If you're here because you're a part of the Green Team, the Healthy and Wealthy Channel, I want to just thank everybody that pulled up tonight. And make sure y'all find y'all way back home safe, okay? If you support Miss A, get back there, okay? And get back there safe. I want all the supporters, okay, to make sure y'all return back to the host that y'all support. It's free and it's no charge to pull up over here and listen. Y'all are welcome anytime. I promise y'all. Y'all ain't got to sign no type of contract or agreement once y'all pull up in the internet sister JK channel. I'm not trying to hold y'all from the people that y'all support. Over here, we're absolutely neutral. We don't have a team over here. We're team nobody. We talk about it over here. We keep it real over here. And we have our free will over here. We can go anywhere we want to go. Thank you so much for the support. For the ones who truly support me. And my supporters know Go and support Lupac. Go support Don. Go support, you know, hey, go wherever y'all please. Go wherever you all are pleased to go. I promise y'all, I won't judge y'all and I won't feel no type of way. What's going on, Neo X? And she loved bringing up the military talk. Like, lady, a lot of us out here know all about it. I have plenty family. Right. I just told y'all my little cousin, Dorla Scholar 97 on her test. My cousin is about to go into, yeah, unity over division. That's what I want. I want everybody to come over here and feel welcome. She's about to be an Air Force mom. Yeah, she's about to be my cousin's about to be an Air Force mom. Her daughter is a senior this year and she scored 97. Listen, that lady came home from the military unhealthy. I already told y'all I feel like, some people come home successful, okay? No, I'm not watching where you guys go because one, I don't pay for y'all devices, I don't pay for y'all internet, and then I feel like this. You got people who eat out. They like fast food restaurant. Some days people want to go to Burger King because they want them a Whopper. Some days people want to go to McDonald's because they want them a Big Mac. Some days people want to go to Wendy's because they want them a Dave single, right? So therefore, some days people may want to come and watch the internet sister. The other days they may want to go watch Dunn. They may want to go watch Miss A. They may want to go watch, Lupac. They may want to go watch Harmony or whoever else, etc. And people have that right. You don't see McDonald's competing with Burger King. You don't see McDonald's or Wendy's. And most burger joints are side by side or down the road. You don't see no staff standing outside telling people, hey, y'all don't go to Wendy's, come over here. Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's, they open up every single morning and they all serve burgers, fries, and milkshake. Burger King is not worried about who's going inside of McDonald's. McDonald's is not worried about who's going through Wendy's drive-through. You ever been on a lunch break and you trying to get you on a 30-minute damn lunch break and all you want to do is get you a cheeseburger and you go to Burger King and the line wrapped around. You go to Wendy's, the line wrapped around. You go to McDonald's, the line is wrapped around. All three joints is packed. With that being said, it's enough of supporters out here to support everybody that I don't have to come out here dry shade people channel. Competition is the worst thing you can ever do. Compete with people. Commentary is commentary. You ain't that ain't the way to win. That's not the way to stay on top. By shading other people and try to detour, people from getting traffic of views. To me, that is so distasteful. But when you dealing with somebody like Miss A who has such a small mind, a troublemaker, you can tell she have not won in her lifetime. This is the most that she have gained by coming out here, attaching herself to the Latrue and the Bree saga. Outside of that, it seems to me she's been a loser. She's been an unstable woman. That's what it seems like to me. Because if she's absolutely a winner and she's used to winning, she won't move the way she move and try to, distract people, and deflect. out here and make up lies and paint pictures, making people look bad. If she's been a winner, she's been a winner all her life, or she have won. I don't know what it is to compete with people. Yeah, that's crazy. Be telling her supporters to not go to other people's channel, then will backtrack and say she don't do that. She's a liar. She can't stand on the truth. She's a liar. But she be in other people on other people channel telling her supporters not to go, but she damn sure be in the bushes. White chocolate say I go in many channels and never hear this nonsense she on. Right? Nobody ain't gonna tell them. Every time I end, I say I love y'all and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Mic off, I'll call y'all back. I don't never leave from out here telling people, hey y'all, don't go in nobody's channel now. Don't y'all go over there. What I have said today, okay, is that she don't have no hella for supporters and all that 17,000 subscribers. Y'all see she just slowly bought enough of subscribers to get her to 17 because she stayed at 16.8 for the longest. But what I'm saying to y'all, what I said to y'all, to be honest, while she be out here talking about other people's supporters coming to other people's channel, that's the only way she get numbers. She get numbers because other whole supporters come and be in her goddamn bushes to listen to all her lies. People go checking over there to see what she gonna lie about, and so they can laugh at her. Hey y'all. I think we had a good night, y'all. I think it was a good live. And like I said, I thank you all for coming in, supporting the internet sister. I love you all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. I'll call y'all back. Mic off.